Hello and good evening. Welcome to the stream this evening. Hopefully everything is all running okay. I'm going to put you straight across onto the main window because we're going to be getting into this one really quickly. I've got 30 seconds until the entry period starts for this race. Let's just come out of there for a second. We'll just give it 30 seconds. We're then going to dive into Drag Control Seaside. That's going to give me 15 minutes of chasing Gr.b. See if I can get my time down. And the main aim is to see if I can improve my DR at all. I haven't got my little DR thing on the screen today because time is running a little bit short. I guess there's no reason why I shouldn't try and just get that up quickly just while we are waiting. Give me a second. GT stats live is what we want. That's in the top corner. Oh, actually, I don't think it is. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I might have to revisit this. Yeah, I am. Forget that. I'm not going to worry about that tonight. GT Stats Live not playing nice again with me because it's moved the website around again. Just something I'm going to need to have a play around with. So yeah, let's just get into this one. And I've got a brand new car tonight. So we'll enter with that car. What car? I've got the racing hard tyres, which are the tyres that we need. Don't need to worry about the others. And the qualifying time trial that I'm going to be running is going to be against Gr.b. Let's just pull that up. Go to settings. Should be that one that you set for me yesterday. That's right. I apologise. I'm a bit quiet on the chat. Obviously, lots to do and not a lot of time. Now, I did analyse Jack's time earlier on, and quite a lot of what he's doing is coming up the corners in third. So that's one of the things that I need to try and do. Oh, trouble is, whenever I come out of there in third, I always wind up in the gravel. It's again, I don't know how he does it. Whenever he must get more rotation or something. Whenever I come out these corners in third, I just carry too much speed and run off the curve or run out of track. We'll give it a go. Let's see how we go. So tonight is dedicated to number one Popsy's dad that sadly passed away on Thursday. I'm going to cover a lot of that towards the when we get into lobby racing. For the minute, I need to try and concentrate on what I'm doing, but for those of you that are wondering what's going on, the livery that I'm running is primarily black, not my usual. Oh, really upset the car through there when I do it Jack's way. And we got a little dedication on the screen, so our condolences and best wishes are with number one and his family. during this difficult time. And a little bit later on, we should see a few more liveries dedicated to his dad. So sad to learn that news earlier on today. Jack just getting a little bit more speed off the corner than me. Had to bought that one. Ooh. Come on, get round. Oh, I knew I got that wrong. I was just thinking actually about the traction control. Might try traction control off. Could be a bit of a crazy idea, but we'll give it a go. Straight into the grass. Come on. Oh, Jack said about jumping the curb through there, but not good for me. Jumps this one as well, but I tend to find it safer to stay off the curbs. Sliding a bit there. Let's see what we can do. Stay out the curb. Had to lift, otherwise I was going to be in the wall there. It's always around about the 148s, the low 148s is the best I can do. To try again a bit later. Got the wall there. just take a little break. Oh, yeah, I got a pole yesterday, Gr.x. I don't know what the racing will be like this evening. Obviously, it was pretty good yesterday, I have to say. It was okay. But what it will be like this evening, I don't know. I might have to wait till 11 o'clock to get back to some good racing, but we'll see. So we'll just get a couple of races done probably. Then we'll get into the lobbies for a couple of hours, and then I'll probably do another race or two at the end of the night. Right, let's see what happens. Still got quite a way to go before I get to my A. I think I need another couple of thousand points, I think. I can't remember exactly. I did look, but I'm not too worried about that for the moment. And we'll just have to see how things go this evening. Again, I do really need to race and then have a little bit of a break between races. So we'll see how this lap time holds up. As you can see, I'm only, well, less than a tenth ahead of the guy in second place, and only a couple of tenths up on third. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one. A couple of, well, 3 attends, 4 attenders behind. So didn't get many attenders yesterday, but quite a few attenders in this one. That I believe is the OP car, and we've not gone for the OP car tonight. I do like the G70, and we'll just see how things go. So first race, you know what I'm like the first race. We'll see how we go. Just going to take it as it comes. Interesting to see how those attenders get off the line. They're rapid. Oh. Oh. Oh, I just got hit from behind. Nothing I can do about that. Oops. Seemed to go awfully slow through that corner. But I got no penalty for it. Ugh. Thank you, Wayne. That GG is throwing up stream element issues again. I don't know what happened in that corner. I'm going to have to look at that. He just sort of seemed to stop across me, and he was like halfway across the corner and just stopped, and I sort of had nowhere to go. I couldn't back out of it fast enough, and then he just tapped him and around. Didn't do it deliberately, but just, oh, I don't know. Really don't know. I would welcome your thoughts on that, guys. It's obviously not done my sportsmanship rating any good, although I didn't get a penalty for it. Yeah, need to do better than that. Following people through the corners, that certainly was not very clever on my part. Annoyingly, I want to do better than that, if I'm honest, because that was pretty awful. If you want my opinion, let's just run up GT stats. I'll see where I am. Just while I have a little bit of a break. Okay, let's look up me. And as I said, unfortunately, I can't put you on the big screen, but I can let you know where I am. Pretty sure that is not going to show. Let's just have a little look. Just do a refresh. Show it all. Unfortunately, I can't show you it, so I'll turn that off. I'm not going to play around. I'll have to find another way of getting my score up. But we are 1,153 up on the day, 28,407. So I need another 3 wins basically to do any better. Very annoyed. Very annoyed I hit that bump. Just found out you can use a keyboard with a USB plugged into your PS5 to type in your messages instead of using your controller. Yeah, Jack Fury often says about doing that. I need to get myself one at some point, and now I'm not using the headphone one. I have got another socket I can use in my PS5. But I tend not to type in too much into the chat because it can very often get you into trouble. So my advice is, if you are going to get a keyboard and you're going to talk into the chat, just be a little bit careful what you're writing. Don't say anything that might get you reported. Trigger's also saying there's a small keyboard that connects to the controller. Very interesting. Very interesting. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to have a chill for a moment, and then we'll get into another one. And then I think that will probably be, I don't think I'll get another one in before 9 o'clock, because this one is going to start just before past. So we won't. So I'll get the lobby set up, and then we'll do a little bit of lobby racing till 11, and then potentially come and do a couple more. and we'll see how we go. Wayne's got one for the controller as well. So sounds like the controller keyboards are popular. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, dear. Ah. For those of you that are wondering what that funny looking guy over my picture there, pointing his finger, that's number one Pops' dad, who passed away last Thursday, and we're dedicating this stream to Mr. Ben Thompson. And back in the, I think I'm right, was it the 70s or the night? I can't remember when he said now, 70s or the 90s. Number one Pops' dad used to be a Chubby Brown impersonator, which is pretty cool. Good evening, Reese. Good evening. And he's had quite an interesting life, all said and done. I'll cover a little bit more of that at 9 o'clock. Very, very, very interesting. But the picture there is obviously in his Chubby Brown days. And yeah, we're just dedicating the stream to number one Pops' dad, just out of respect. And I think later on we'll see a few more liveries that the guys will be running a little bit later on. But thank you everybody that's thumbed up on the video. We've only got 8 people watching, well 9 people watching now. Somebody else has just jumped on. Thank you for joining me this evening. And a little bit earlier than normal. Normally I start streaming at 9 o'clock. I do want to try and get back to doing the daily races during the day for an hour or two. And then just doing the normal 9 to midnight or 9 to 11, whatever I can imagine, whatever I can manage, I should say, at the moment. Just while I'm still recovering. So tonight I just thought I'd do an 8 o'clock start just to see what the races are like at 8 o'clock really. And certainly that was a lot more bashy than it was last night. But to be fair, I got hit into the back of the other guy, which sent him off. And then unfortunately getting into the back of Tuano or whatever that guy's name was I'm not quite sure. I need to look at the replay because going into that corner, I felt it was me, but he did seem to be a lot slower. I mean, he's gone into the corner quicker. So whether he'd gone a bit deep and I got a better run through there, I'm not quite sure. But maybe we'll have a quick look at the replay before I get into the lobby, just to learn a lesson from my point of view on what I might have been able to do to be a bit cleaner. And yeah, I did run away to get the win because I've been a B for so long. I just want to get back to an A, and unfortunately backing out and waiting for people once they've gone off in that way, you just crucify your race, and this doesn't do either of you any good. And I hate it. If I'd squeezed him and he kept running, I would definitely let him by. But yeah, just really difficult. So you've got number one Pops and William is in, Racer's Edge. Nick Humphrey's in. Good evening to you guys. Trigger, Drak Fury's in. Good evening. And Wayne as well with the good luck, good game and the laurels. Thank you for that. Don't see those very much. Fierce Oxide asking the question about the controller. And we're not asking the question, but giving out some information, useful information. Thank you for that. And Trigger's in too. And I've got the headphones on. Oh, and Reese got the headphones on just for the immersiveness and to just remind me not to look at the chat and to concentrate on what we are doing. So let's just see if we got that. Don't think we've got that guy in, so that's okay. That's fine. We'll just see how we go. Kevin Magnussen in second. Bursky was in the last one. Hello Tomorrow I think was as well. So we've got a few. But we'll see how we go. And again, nothing between myself and second place. So we're just going to have to go for it. And again, it's a little bit punchy out here tonight. So we're just going to have to get our elbows out and see what we can do. And just watch that first corner again. Lots of people take different lines through there. Some people jump the corner. Some people go between the curbs. Some people go deep. It's very difficult to tell. I apologise if my speech is a bit off. I've got a problem with my tooth on the left hand side at the moment. Got an infection and also half the tooth is come away and the filling fell out. So yeah, my speech is a bit all over the place at the minute. Okay, radar on. Again, a flurry of attentions behind. I think there's a Citroen in there as well. This one could be a racy one, I think. Already the attempts are behind. Very quick off the mark. Looking a little bit slippery up there, a little bit shiny. So just being a little bit careful through the first few corners. Didn't get on the power and sliding. You can tell these tyres so not warmed up yet. Go a little bit cautious into this one. Guys behind are quick. Get round. Okay, 2 to go. Oh, drifting a bit wide there. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stay off the grass. Keep an eye on that delta. Oh, a bit slow off that one. Take it easy through here. Whoa! 2 from 2, and that was clean. Yes, get in there. Get in there. Woo! 2 for 2. What do you know? Woo! Just turn those off for the minute, because we won't be using them for the next little while, because I'm going to be just take a break, or give my back and my head a bit of a rest, and we'll have a little look at that replay. The first one, clean race bonus 2. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that. That should have improved my SR as well a little bit, hopefully. Where has that put me? Let me just grab the other keyboard. And again, I apologise that you can't see this. It is something I will have to get sorted out pretty quickly. Are you going to refresh, or have I got to pick you up again? I have got to look you up. Look up the driver rating. And we have now jumped up 1,798. So that's 29,022. I think it's 30 to get to A. So I am basically at this rate 2 wins away from that. I don't know how that is going to go, but we'll see if we can do another couple a little bit later on. But one of the things I do want to do is, and I do this a lot, is when I've had an issue, I will often have a look at the replay and just work out what I did wrong or whether I did anything wrong. And I think that this one could well all be on me. So I've got a few minutes. Let's just have a little look. My items, replays to the daily race. Can I just do a shout out to Gr.b as well? Thank you, mate, for sharing the replay with me. Really helped a lot. Let's just do the follow cam. And yeah, really helped a lot in with the gears and things to just try and work on that. I was coming out of a lot of the corners in second, whereas Jack comes out in third. And I'm starting to learn to use the second gear to get the rotation and then get up into third and then hit the accelerator at the right time. Here's Oxide. Where am I getting my ratings from? Bear with me a second. I'll just pop it up here. It is GT stats.live. You'll need to register. Stats with an S. And it gives you your SR, the number of races, the poles, the wins, fastest laps. So don't worry about any of that because I've done 1,041 races, 67 poles, which is awful. And 3 of them have been the last 3 races. Wins 40. So I've got 1,001 that I haven't won, 40 that I've won, and 15 fastest laps. 15 out of 1,041. I am what you call Mr. Average. It then also gives you your points that you're on, so 29,022. And then it tells me today I've increased my DR by 1,768. That's over those 3 races. So it's quite useful. It is free, yes, it's a free website. You just need to register. Sometimes it will take a little bit of time for the obviously your account to populate, so you might have to give it a few days. But there we go. So that was that burst guy really pushed through there. Just go back a bit. So this is something that I need to learn. So we've got these 3 guys working together, or the 2 guys working together, and then Burst Guy went for the inside and I went for the outside, and then he came across and just gave me a nudge which unsettled my car a bit, and then it sort of slowed him down. Hello Tomorrow then got through, and it sort of slowed me down because I was couldn't quite get the angle that I wanted into the corner. And then this is where I think I got punted by Hello Tomorrow. So Hello Tomorrow hit me, and then that hit me into Burst Guy. He didn't actually physically go off, but I did get damage at this point. I got front and rear damage where I'd got walloped. I suspect I probably hit my SR for that as well. And then Hello Tomorrow and Tuono having a bit of a door bang on the way through there as well. And that guy then winds up in the gravel. And then Tuono had a great run on me down into this corner. Should probably have defended the inside more, but he had a nice late break. We then went through here side by side. And I think we also went through the chicane of death pretty much side by side as well. It was incredible. I think I did have to just back out a little bit just as we got into this corner, because there's no way I was going to risk going through here side by side. And then I thought, oh, I'll just try and get on the back of him and use the slip to stay with him as we went up into the first corner. And of course it was the first corner where, unfortunately for me, it all went a little bit wrong. But there we go. Let's get this rotated around. So at this point, it was quite a fair way back. Good evening, Ollie. Quite a fair way back at this point, and it's like I didn't expect to catch him at all. And then he broke in the normal place, and then just sort of seemed to sort of come across, and that's all on me. That is on me 100%. 100%. If I just do the walk around, then I'm behind him at the moment, but I don't think I'm behind him for long enough. So there's a bit of a touch there. You can just see a little bit of the net code. I think there was a touch there, and you can see I've got damage on the front of my car and a little bit of damage on the inside of his. So we did have a little bit of a touch there, which was a real shame. So it was really looking pretty good, but at that point, that touch, and he just went round. Oh, yeah, that's on me, I'm afraid. That is 100% on me. And unfortunately, then he's off and he's into the gravel. And like I said, I should have waited. Normally, in a lobby, I would have waited. But the problem is then just too far back. And I did apologise at the end, but just so close. Just the slightest of taps. This is why one of the reasons I think I need to start using the bonnet cam, or the roof cam, I think is what they call it. But he went quite deep and then swung across, and I just came in too hard, too fast. See, this is the difference. This is the difference. If you're going to use the curb, it is the fastest way through here. The problem is, and this is what I'm learning from this, if you've got somebody that is going to stay off the curbs, they're going to be slower. They're going to be much slower through here, in which case you've got to back off and give them some room. That is what I'm learning from that. Because he's threading his way through the curbs, whereas I'm getting right up on the top of the curb. And of course, then I'm carrying too much speed in, and I'm just into the back of him. Gamer damn, Mitch. I know. That's why I'm looking at. I'm trying to learn. It's the two. I think it's the two different ways that you can take that corner. And I've just come in there too hot. That's all on me. And my SR hurt, and 100% my fault, I'm afraid. Not what we want to be doing. Not what we want to be doing. Borky, Ollie, Gamer Dan, welcome. Thank you for jumping into the stream. I'm going to get set up now that I've humiliated myself. Incidentally, any of you that are running the saw my video earlier on today in the BMW, this is the one that I was running, the Schwarzwald League race. I'm doing it in the BMW M2. A lot of people are doing it in like the Porsche with wet tires on and stuff like that. I did it in the BMW on the sports soft tire, and it is an absolute blast. It is the best fun that you're going to have in Gran Turismo, other than racing in our lobbies, of course. But I had an absolute ball this evening. It was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Hey, Dan's called me his special super sausage. And he says it happens to all of us, Mitch. Oh yeah, I know, but I beat myself up when I do it because I do not want to be that guy. And like I said, if he hadn't have gone into the gravel, I would have backed out. But I need to get my A. And as a lot of people keep saying to me, Mitch, you're not going to get and keep your A if you keep giving the places back. But what I've got to do, therefore, is not get myself into those scrapes. It's that easy. I mustn't get myself into those scrapes. Right, we're going to be starting this one at 10 past. And I haven't got a what's it car set up for this one. I need dirt tyres. I haven't got any dirt tyres for this car because it's brand. I can't even put dirt tyres on it. Okay, so I can't run with my car, but basically, as you can see there, I'm hoping that most of the guys are going to be running black liveries this evening, and it is in dedication. I'm dedicating this stream to number one Pops' dad, and when I get a few more people in, mind you, got 20 people in. But when I get a few more people into the lobby, I'll just say a few words. And yeah, hoping that number one Pops is going to race with us. Beer says, that was a blast to watch. You have fun. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back doing some more, hopefully at 11 o'clock or around about 11 o'clock. I'm going to do a few more of those later on. That is my plan. That is my plan. I'm just going to have a bit of a rest. I've got a bit of a health issue that I'm going through at the moment, which means I need to be a little bit careful about how much I'm racing, how much pressure I'm putting on myself. So, yeah, for that reason, I am going to sit out for probably most of these 4 races, and then I'll be fresh and ready to run again, I hope, at 11 o'clock, and see if we can do 2 more. If I can get 2 more wins, well, we could be up in the A's. I don't think it will, because it will start matchmaking me with some A rank racers very soon, and then things will change significantly. And Warrior Bismarck sending condolences. I think I saw Trigger earlier on was sending condolences as well, and a few others. I think Warrior, was it Warrior? Were you the one that was asking about the Rallycross one? Pop that in there for today. We got this one, then we're going off to Colorado Springs, and then we've got a couple of GR4 races. No GR3s tonight, because number one Pops doesn't like the GR3s. So I thought we'd go for a couple of races that I know he likes, and then a couple of GR4s. Number one Pops says, let the fun begin. My deepest condolences, my friend. My best wishes are with you and your family at this difficult time. And I know it's not just your dad, but your uncle as well. 2 relatives in a week is hard to lose. I know that. Because my father passed away, my dad passed away on the funeral day of his partner, which was yeah, difficult day. So I can sympathise with you, and I send my best wishes and my condolences to you and your family. All right, we will be getting this one underway at 9:10. So for the moment, I'm just going to enjoy a few of the cars, and then I'll just do a few words just after 9. And then we will get into the races and just see how we go. So I'm just going to let everybody know that the qualifier is going to be at 10 past as usual. Most people know that I kick my races off at 10 past, so it's becoming quite a thing at the moment. And hopefully I've got it down for the quali. We'll have to see. Just on board with Ninja at the moment as he puts it in the dust and the dirt. He's in the Subaru. Jonesy's joined. Ninja's dad. Oh, Mad Mikey in the wall there, it looked like. Poor Mikey had a mare of a night last night. Hopefully have a better one tonight. Although for the first couple of races, obviously this one and Colorado, it is going to be a little bit bumpy. There's going to be a lot of side-by-side action. It's got to be a lot of drifting and sliding. So a lot of the PSR rules, whilst we try and race within them, we have to relax them ever so slightly. It still needs to be fair. It still needs to be respectful. But if you've got 2 cars that are sliding through corners together, there could well be a little bit of bumping and grinding going on. Rubbing is racing, as they say. Obviously, if you do pump somebody off big time, it would be nice if you could still give the pace back even on the dirt. But we'll see how things go. Dave Capone, don't let Jack Kobe or Fury join. They like to make fun of people passing away. Oh, do they? That surprises me. And if they do, if anybody is disrespectful, well, yeah, I will be very annoyed. I will be very, 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 very annoyed. More and more than you can possibly imagine. Oh, number one, Tom into the wall there, I think. Let's go on board with number 1. Oh, we can't go on board. Oh, look at that. Rest in peace, Dad, with three kisses. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. It's got Granddad on the front as well. Oh, makes your heart melt. Oh, oh, lovely, lovely. I'm glad we picked that one up. Gamer Dan, rest in peace, Ben, with the angel wings. I believe that Dan has done special liveries on all of his cars for Ben this evening. Oh, that's something you don't see very often. Ollie in the hind eye. God, it's got some wheel arches on it, isn't it? Looks totally different, that car, decked out in all black. It really does. GT Army. It's nice to see so many cars that have got black on them. Obviously some of them are pure black, but it's lovely to see some of the black cars. You can see Jonesy with the rest in peace Ben. Little graphic. Oh, thank you for that, my friend. It's so nice to see. Borky again. Rest in peace, Ben, with a big heart. All these guys just today jumped straight out, grabbed some liveries, dropped their liveries on, just out of respect for our fellow sim racer and his family that are grieving at the moment. It's a game of Dan we saw, and Ollie we saw as well. And Chicken Yoga's just joined us. He's in a purple one. Chicken Yoga is one of the new racers to PSR. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's just do a quick welcome to Chicken Yoga. Right, so we are just coming up for 9 o'clock, and looks like we've already got quite a few people in. We've got 12 of 16. Obviously, I'm not racing in these, so 11 racers. We've got Ollie, Gamer Dan, Map Mikey, Chicken Yoga, a Ninja Racer, GT Army, Jonesy, Borky, Outlaw Number 1 Pops, Pork Pie, again from the Outlaws, a couple of the Outlaws, Stiggy from the Outlaws, and of course, I will be commentating on these. Tom, good evening. Good evening to you. Warrior Bismarck says, it's very hard when loved ones pass, especially when you go, I remember my mum passing away. It was hard. It was on her birthday. So every birthday is hard, but people say it's special for that to happen. Oh, I'm assuming that was on your birthday. Oh, my word. Oh, well. Right, okay. So we're on 9 o'clock. I'm going to get this one underway at 10 past. So these guys, I finished, or started the stream a little bit early because I finished the 2 daily races a bit earlier than I thought. 2 poles and 2 wins, which was absolutely fantastic. I've improved my DR now up to 29,022. It's come up 1,768 points over the last 24 hours. So going to look forward to getting back into that at 11 o'clock and see if we can continue to push towards the A. But for the moment, the next 2 hours is all about the lobby racing. We've got some great lobby races set up this evening. I haven't actually got them set up on my machine. Remiss of me, so bear with me. I'm just going to grab my phone here. So we are at Barcelona Rallycross in the Group B cars, 6 laps around here. We're then off to Colorado Springs again in the Group B cars. Then we're off to Big Willow in the Group 4s. Watch out for a few really quick people around there. And then Grand Valley Highway 1. So a few races and a few tracks that we don't often do, we're going to be running this evening. So it will be good to see. I apologise if my speech is a little bit off at the moment. I've still got a bit of an infection in my jaw and my tooth is pretty sharp. I've basically cracked a tooth and the fillings come out. So 3 sides of a tooth have gone. And I won't be getting it pulled out until the 20th, week Friday. So I apologise for my speech. And talking about speeches, I just want to say that my thoughts, prayers, best wishes are with number one Pops and his family tonight. Tonight I'm dedicating this stream, as you can see on the stream, it's dedicated to Mr. Ben Thompson, born on the 2nd of April 1954 and passed away last Thursday. So 71, young age to pass. My dad was 74, so again I know how he feels, but boy, I don't know a lot about his dad, but that little picture of the guy pointing is his dad when he was a impersonator or tribute act or whatever you'd like to call it to Chubby Brown back in the day, back in the 70s, I think. Hopefully number one Pops will correct me if I get any of these details wrong, or indeed any of his family that are watching that pop into the who do pop into the chat and correct me. Please correct me if I'm getting anything wrong. And the other thing that I learned this morning is his dad was blown up, physically blown up by a bomb. There was a bomb that went off in the 70s in the Tower of London, the White Tower, and there was a bomb that was put behind one of the cannons, and that went off, and his dad was caught up in that. Sadly, somebody was killed and 40 odd people injured in that attack. Nobody claimed responsibility, but obviously, you know, they think it was, I'm not going to say, I don't want to get political. Oh, it was in the 90s. In the 90s he was doing, see, I told you I was going to get it wrong, doing this all from memory. In the 90s he was Chubby Brown. Used to play it being Chubby Brown. He certainly looks the part on the screen there. He does look the part. But yeah, in the 70s I think he was blown up, wasn't he? Blown up in the 70s. Chubby Brown in the 90s. But also he did two tours in Northern Ireland. I assume we said Ireland, but I'm assuming it was Northern Ireland when he was serving in the military. So, you know, thank you for everything that he did in his lifetime to look after us during those difficult times, and for all the good work that the military did in that time. I don't normally get into politics and military stuff and things like that, but a little bit of a different case. And yeah, wow, there's not many people can say they got blown up by a famous bomb in the Tower of London, of all places. Incredible. I had to Google it earlier on, and just incredible. And yeah, he looks like a cheeky chappy, doesn't he, on there with his little finger out there. You can just imagine he's having a little bit of a dig at somebody, taking a mickey out of somebody. Do you know what? If I was in that front row, it'd be me that he'd be picking out and having a go at. You can be sure of that. Mind you, I probably wouldn't be able to broadcast it, knowing Chubby Brown's language, but there we go. But he's there, he's on the stream, and like I said, the stream tonight dedicated to Mr. Ben Thompson, who sadly passed away last Thursday. Number one Pops, his dad, and the other thing I haven't mentioned is he lost his uncle. Number one Pops lost his uncle, Ben's brother, 9 days prior. So the family really going through a difficult time right now, and I can imagine the grieving process, or double grieving process. I know how hard it is, and hopefully you'll be able to take strength from the love of your family, and we wish you well. And tonight, my friend, is all about you. Number one Pops just saying it was a joker. Oh dear, loving it. I bet they've got some cracking stories that they are sharing at the moment. Right, where are we? Ollie's parked up at the moment, and Ninja's still going. He's trying to drift. Oh, no, I get 10 for that one. Stiggy drifting. Well, that's actually quite a nice control there. Oh, nice one there as well. I'll give him probably a 9 out of 10 for that. Oh, I don't know. Go on, get round this one. I'll give you a 10. Go on, get that back end out. Lovely. Bit of tyre smoke. A lovely little flurry at the end there. A little wink. Oh, it's got to be 11 out of 10 for that one, Stiggy. He's still at it. Look at, oh, he's on it. 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10 for the finish. Oh, loving that. We've got a drifter on our hands. Loving it. Outlaw number one. Oh, sorry, Outlaw Pork Pie. So this is Tom. This is GT Tom. Assuming I get everything right with the Outlaw's livery on. Where are we? 3 minutes to run. Whoa, GT Army with Wheels Racing right on his back bumper. It's a GT Army in the Peugeot 205. Whoa, big slide through there. Getting all those four wheels, getting the power down. This was a little pocket rocket back in the day. Proper little hot hatch. Number one Pops. The man of the day, the man of the night. Where is he? Where is he? Where? I can't find him. He doesn't. He's hiding. He's hiding from me. He's really hiding from me. There he is. Chasing down Gamer Dan. Gamer Dan chasing down Ninja. Loving all the black cars out of respect. And the little messages on some of them. Number one Pops. Look at that. Rest in peace, Dad. With the 3 kisses. I love that. I'm not going to lie. It did bring a lump to my throat when I saw that one first of all. Hopefully it'll just give number one Pops a couple of hours of fun and just to forget about life's woes and give him the opportunity to maybe think and reminisce about his dad while he's drifting. Whoa, look at this, there's 3 of them. Wow, this is fantastic. This is better than racing. Whoa. Oh, wow, that was fantastic. That was brilliant with those guys through there. Well, we got Dan, Ninja, Pops, and I think somebody else was in the mix there. And, wow, we are in for a blindingly good little battle in the race if it runs like this. Look at these 3. It's almost like synchronised sliding. Number one Pops just giving Ninja a kiss through there. Oh, Ninja giving Gamer Dan a good old wallop through there. No love lost between those 2. God, I think they're 3 wide. Goodness me, these 3. Ooh, look at the wheel smoke, it's brilliant. Good pick, Mitch, for track. Oh, somebody asked for the rallycross last night, and I just thought I'll push it out there. We've got some great rallycross and rally races in tonight. It's going to be brilliant. Let me just take you through who we've got in just before we go. We've got just under a minute. We've got 13 runners, 14 on the grid, but obviously I'm taking one of the places. We've got Ollie in the Genesis. Gamer Dan is in the Focus. Wheels Racing's in the Focus. Chicken Yoga joining us as a registered racer tonight in the Lancer Evolution. Zach Vroom in the Lancer Evolution also. Zach is doing a charity gig on Thursday, the 13th, Thursday or Friday, whenever it is. More details on that tomorrow because it's not about that tonight. But watch for details. Ninja in the Gr.x. GT Army in the 205 Turbo. So glad somebody's in that one. Jonesy's in the Focus. Borky's in the Genesis. Paul Emma's in the Focus. Number one Pops, the man on the moment, in the Focus. Port Pie in the Focus also. And Stiggy 2 is 10 past. I am going to get this one underway. We're just going straight into the race for this one. No quali. So we'll just see how things go and people can fight their way through. A bit surprised there isn't the quali. That's a mistake on my part. I probably need to put that on for the next one. But we'll just dive straight into this one off the bat. Oh. Let's all help number one Pops to have some good fun. Where's he starting? Oh, he's putting him right at the back. Oh, no. Whoa, look at this. Oh, there's 2 cars off. Oh, the Peugeot's got minced up. There's a lot of banging and crashing going on. But gee whiz, if there was a steward's inquiry tonight, it would be busy one. The first couple of corners, I think a few cars were using the car in front as a brake there. We'll have to see how this one is going to pan out at the end. I think it was a case of who could stay out of trouble through those first few corners. This is one of the things with this one. Oh, Jonesy's got hooked up onto the wall now. Oh, that's a look at that. Good control. Wow. Oh, I'm glad I stayed on with Jonesy. That was a great little recovery there from him. Right, he's running to the back, but Ninja is out in second. Gamer Dan out front at the moment. Ninja with a half-second penalty. And then Chicken Yoga, one of our new guys. Oh, he's got a Stiggy coming up really tight on his rear quarter. All good. He's got a half-second penalty too. Paul Emma's in 5th. Number one Pops currently running in 6th. So what can number one Pops do? He got the rest in peace dad on the front, rest in peace dad on the back. Loving that, loving that. Oh, look at that, change of direction mid-air as he goes over the top. Oh, full commitment from number one Pops. Go on, get on the back of Gamer Dan. Dan slipped down to fourth now. Must have had a bit of an issue. Ninja finds himself out front with Chicken Yoga very, very tight behind. Chicken Yoga, a new PSR racer with us, getting stuck in straight away. Sometimes when people join us, they like settle in and just feel their way. No such luxury for Chicken Yoga. He's getting straight into it. Stiggy up into third. We were watching Stiggy with the drifting a moment ago. We know he's got some good car control. Can he maintain that podium place, or can Dan, GT Army and number one Pops all locked together, these three? Is there anything that these guys can do? Oh, Gamer Dan just getting the back of his car into the wall beautifully there. Oh, Stiggy's into the gravel. Oh, as I was saying that, I was hoping the Stiggy was going to get his podium. Loads and loads of smoke from behind. I think that was number one Pops lighting up the rear tyres through there. Again, these three focuses all together, the back end flowing around. How on earth is number one Pops going to hold that? He does. Oh, I thought that was going around, but number one Pops held that beautifully. Fully sideways through there. Oh, no, into the wall now, and GT Army just touches him as well. Oh, Outlaw number one Pops binned it. Ollie's going to come through now as well. It's Ninja out front by 1.8 seconds. Ninja absolutely on it. Chicken Yoga, he's dropped back just a little bit. He's going to need to get on it in the Mitsubishi. Gamer Dan has found his way back up into third. He's 4.4 seconds back though. Chicken Yoga 2.1 behind Ninja. We're on lap 4 of 6. Short laps this. It's a very, very quick, fast sprint race. We've not seen many of the guys towards the back, but we got Borky is still running. Oh, that car looks very, very, very badly pumped up. Bashed up is the word I'm looking for. Bashed, not pumped, bashed. Jonesy was going well. He's now finding himself down in 12th. The Wheels Racing with our second penalty in 11th. Paul Emma's in 10th. Tom Port Pie is in 9th and Zach Vroom in 8th. Then we've got number one Pops in 7th. Diggy running in 6th at the moment. Ollie's found his way through into 5th. And he's fighting hard on GT Army. GT Army with a 1 second penalty, and Ollie's right behind. Can Ollie get through here? He's got a lovely line. Oh, beautiful line there. Or can GT Army come back? They're going to be side by side. The Peugeot's quick. How quick's the Hyundai? The Hyundai's quicker. Ollie manages to get that 4th place. He's only half a second ahead, so he's going to have to be careful. Sliding left, sliding right. Gamer Dan wants to get that 3rd place, but I think he's also after 2nd. But that's 7 seconds down the road. And Ninja now is only 1.5 seconds ahead of Chicken Yoga. It is, I think, going to be Ninja that is probably going to bring this home. We've got, what, about half a lap to go. Unless Ninja puts this into the wall, it's going to be Ninja's race. Chicken Yoga is saying, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to have him. Down to 1.1. The time is a dropping. Ninja lighting up the track with smokes, and Chicken Yoga can't see where he's going, but Chicken Yoga now getting it down to 1 second. Oh, just dropping. No, it's 1 second. It's 1.1. It's going to be really tight on the line. Chicken Yoga's right there, but Ninja does get across the line to get it. Chicken Yoga in 2nd. Gamer Dan is going to get 3rd, and then Ollie, I think, is going to get 4th unless there's a big change on this one. Oh, Borky's struggling, but Gamer Dan, no, Ollie sneaks through and gets it. Gamer Dan. GT Army and Zap Vroom together on the line. Number one Pops and then Stiggy in 8th. Oh, wow. Ollie just snuck through on Gamer Dan and stole it from underneath him there. What a move that was. Tom just coming across the line in 9th, and then Paul Emma's in 10th. On the gravel, sliding around back onto the tarmac. You can see the line. He's going to cross it for 10th. Jonesy recovering in 11th, and then Wheels Racing. Oh, Jonesy doing donuts on the line. Wheels Racing almost getting across with him, and then Borky, unfortunately, I think a lap down. But boy, oh boy, that was incredible up front. And Ollie, how on earth did you snatch that place off of Gamer Dan right at the end? Dan recovering and doing so well to get back to 3rd, and then you just came in there like one of Fagin's lads, and you just took it away from him. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Crazy race that, says Ollie. Well, it's going to be crazy in the next one too. Barcelona in the rallycross always is a bit of a crash fest. Even if you try and race it as carefully as you can, it's always a bit of a nightmare. But Ninja Racer did manage to get out front. Chicken Yoga reeling them in very, very quickly, but not quickly enough. It was just under a second at the end between the first and the second place. Ninja with a 45.5 and Chicken Yoga with a 45.4. Ollie stealing that third away from Gamer Dan, a 45.866. And you could see there 0.4 of a second on the line. So Gamer Dan down in fourth. GT Army in fifth. Zach Vroom with the fastest lap of 45.455 in sixth. And then we've got number one Pops in seventh. Stiggy in eighth. Pork Pie in ninth. Paul Emmers 10th. Jonesy in 11th. Wheels Racing 12th. And poor old Borky back in 13th. But Ninja Racer, Chicken Yoga and Ollie, your 1, 2 and your 3 to start this one off. We do not want to do that. We want to go into the event settings. I am going to put the qualifier on. We are fastest and we are going to get that one set up. So we are off to Colorado. So we're doing the 2 dirt races first of all, and then we're going to have 2 GR4 races tonight. I'm just going to give people a few minutes on this one because some may well want to disappear and get a quick black livery. Don't know for sure, but I'm going to start this one at past just in case anybody does want to disappear and go grab a livery. Again, I'm not going to be racing this one. And Ninja, I'm using 3 pedal H pattern handbrake and wheels, so I'm on another level. Cool. Track Mitch, did I not change the track? What am I doing? What am I doing? That'd be better. I tell you what, my brain is still... normally I do this without even thinking, but it's scary. My brain is still not right. I apologise for that. Thank you, Dan, for having my back. Oh. Fierce Oxide saying, wow, that looks like a blast. It is a blast. It's hard. If you can drift and you can slide cars around, it is great fun. I mean, some of them they're so tight, those corners, you've got to come off it and you've almost got to be sliding your car like for 50 yards before the next one gets it sideways and on the power. Immensely good fun. I just wish that I could do that as well as some of the guys that are racing this evening. They were absolutely great. Right, so we've got 13 runners at the moment. Ollie, Gamer Dan, Wheels Racing, Chicken Yoga, Zach Vroom, Ninja, GT Army, Jonesy, Borky, Stiggy, number one Pops and GT Tom. You'll notice on the screen that there are a lot of black liveries this evening. The reason for that is we are running a stream dedicated to number one Pops' dad that passed away last Thursday, and we are passing on our deepest condolences, our respects, our thoughts, our best wishes to number one Pops and his family during this difficult time, and also for his uncle, Ben's brother, who passed away a little over a week ago, or just a week before, 9 days before. So a really tough time for the family, and my heart goes out to you guys. And when I heard, I thought, wow, we've just got to do a respectful night. And as you can see, Gamer Dan there with rest in peace Ben on his car with the angel wings, and Ollie again in a black livery. Jones is also in a black livery. He's in the Outlaws one. He's got the little rest in peace Ben logo, or the little graphic that I put together earlier on. And we got Stiggy, who was great earlier on in that sliding. I mean, crikey, he just held that drift after corner after corner after corner. It was wonderful to watch. Zach Vroom in the DHL. That DHL car is sticking out a bit like a sore thumb, unfortunately, tonight, where we got so many black cars, and he's just in the yellow and red car. And Zach Vroom, I'm going to be doing a bit of a shout out for him tomorrow as the drone drifts away. He's doing a charity event at his college, or I think it's college that he's at. They're doing a big electronic Olympics event on the 13th. I'll be doing some details on that tomorrow. Wheels Racing in just a plain black livery. Borky, who put that livery together this morning as well. Rest in peace, Ben, with the heart. Outlaw number 1 Pops. Yeah, and I had a bit of a lump in my throat earlier on when I saw his livery. It's just black, it's very plain, but the message on the front says it all. Reminds you about your own dad. For those of us that have lost our dads, for those of us that haven't, oh, make the most of them. Make the most of them. Chicken Yoga joining us tonight. Just signed up today. He's in the purple car. GT Army as well. So we've got just over 5 minutes, then we will get this one underway. Slightly longer period in this first one, just to before I get going, just to give people a chance to sort the cars out. But that said, we're up to 15 racers. Nobody else is leaving at the moment, so I might actually get the qualifier underway at 25 past for this one, actually. I didn't know if anybody else was going to be disappearing for black liveries, but we'll get this going as we just get somebody else joining. Who's joining? Gr.b is just joining us, and we've got another racer to bring us up to 15 on track. Dnotes is in the house as well. So we'll just wait for Gr.b and Dnotes to join, and then we will be getting going. Ray says, my old man's a waste of space, but lost me man 14 months ago. Defo, not an easy thing to deal with. Exactly, Ray. Oh, wow. I'm just waiting on Gr.b and Dnotes to tick in. Again, they might just be sorting out liveries, so I'm just going to wait a moment or two just for them. Oh, Gr.b, I need to know about this puppy, Jack. We need a photograph in the Discord. What puppy you got? We got Dnotes as well, so I'm just waiting for Dnotes to tick in, and then we'll get going. And if Jack is back, he'll join. If not, we'll get going. So we're going to do 6 laps around here. So it'll be quite an interesting race. Okay, Jack says, oh, he's Teddy. That sounds like a fluffy one. What, you got, a cockapoo? Or Ray says, I'm away, just wanted to drop in and say hello and drop a few shares. Thinking about going live myself for the first time in months. An awesome time. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh, his dog's called Teddy too. Lots of teddies. Lots of teddies. Zach Vroom just changing his car. He's got a Labradoodle. Gr.b's got a Labradoodle. I was close with a poodle in there. I went with a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle cross, but he's actually got a Labradoodle. Right. Jack, I don't know how far away you are, but I'm going to get this one underway, if that's okay. So let's get the qualifying underway. We'll see how we go. I bet I've just probably cut him off. But we'll get this one underway. And a massive thank you to Gr.b for the replay earlier on. Helped me to get 2 podiums and 2 first places earlier on, which was incredible. And I'm so pleased to have got so many points on the board. So Ninja was our race winner in the first race. This one could be a bit different. This is all on the gravel, and we've got some tight sweeping corners and some long straights, some undulations. Got a bit of everything in this one. Often do Fisherman's Ranch, but I thought we'd do Colorado today. It's slightly shorter track. I thought that would give us a nice 6 lap race, and we'll see how we go. So at the moment we got number 1 Pops is in the pits, as is Jonesy. GT Tom is out. Ollie's just behind. Excuse me for yawning. Oh, 3 of them together. Focus is very popular tonight. Nobody in the Audi tonight. That Hyundai kicking up the stones everywhere. Spotlights on the top look absolutely angry at those angles. All of them just getting sideways across the jump. Then we get through this little twisty section, the tight bit. Oh, look at that. GT Tom and Ollie synchronized sliding through there. You can't see anything through the dust. Ollie's right on Tom's back bumper. Tom is, I must get used to calling him pork pie when we're looking on the stream. But Ollie and pork pie, they're right in the back of Zach Vroom right now. We've got 3 together. Don't think we've actually done a lap yet. We've got what, 3 minutes of the quali to go. So this lap is actually a little bit longer than I thought. Oh, we have this is the flying lap. So they've done the out lap, they've not got the flying lap. Oh, pork pie goes round. Zach Vroom and Ollie still synchronized sliding between the 2 of them. So I think it's Dan and Stiggy that are out front on track at the moment. They're going to be the first ones that will come across to set times. I think there is a car that is just about to cross the line, but I think that is a little bit further down. It is going to be Dan and Stiggy that are going to set the times that we need to chase. Can Stiggy close up on Game of Dan as we go through the last corner and really getting the back end of that car out? Again, gets it beautifully across the grass there. He's going to come across the line and sets a 124.5, and Stiggy with a 124.8. So we're looking at mid 124s is the time to be chasing. GT Army setting a 127.3, Ninja the 127.8, and Paul Emmers a 128.4. So Gamer Dan and Stiggy looking to be very quick around here. Ollie jumps in with a 124.8 to join the party. So we've got 3 in the 124s now. It's the 124 that is the time to chase. Is there anybody out there that is flying? It is Gamer Dan, Ollie and Stiggy that are your 1, 2 and 3 at the moment in the 124s. It is then nearly 3 seconds back to GT Army. Jonesy pumps in a 125.8. That's 1.3 off the pace at the moment, but he has put in a closer time. D-Lock's now coming in with a 126. So we've got a couple of other quicker racers that are coming across the line, but still it's Dan, Ollie and Stiggy are out front. No, number 1 Pops bangs in a 122.129. That has just monstered nearly 2.5 seconds off of the fastest lap. What can Dan, Ollie and Stiggy do in response to that? That is a monstrous lap. Gamer Dan a 124.5 is the best that he can do. GT Army a 124.507, so fractionally ahead of Gamer Dan by 0.3 of a second, but he is number 1 Pops with a blinding lap. Ollie now puts in a 124.008. They're still nearly 2 seconds off of number 1 Pops, who's just put in a stonking lap. Wow, what a lap to put in there. My word. His dad will be watching us from up on high going, there's my boy. There's my boy. Look at that. Showing the rest of the field how it's done. 122.1. I bet number one Pops is jumping up and down. Big smile on his face for once, I hope. I hope the family are watching. They're getting behind him on this. Oh my gosh. A 122.129 is 1.879 ahead of the best of the rest at the moment. This will be the last flying lap that they have. I think that number one Pops has finished, so he's not going to be able to go any quicker. Stiggy trying. He's now gone just under a second behind. A 123.0. Couldn't quite get into the 122s. But Stiggy putting in a fine lap there too. But still nearly a second away from number one Pops. But showing that number one is not going to have it all his own way. And Ollie bangs in a 122.9. So we've got two in the 122s, but still 0.8 of a second away from number one. Oh, what? I just don't believe that time. Where did that come from? Ollie's saying a monster lap number one with a couple of hand claps, and I tell you what, it does require a round of applause because I don't think anybody is going to come close. Ollie's the closest, 0.8 behind. Just the two of them in the 122s, and then we've got a 123.0 for Stiggy, 123.7 for Dan. Ninja with a 124.0, GT Army with a 124.5, and then we're into the 125s and slower. Just an amazing lap. My friend, number one Pops, your dad would be proud of that. Whoa. Oh. There we go. Gamer down says Jack went to walk the dog but took over number one Pops. It's quality. I bet Jack's wishing that he was in this one now. Oh my word. Okay, so we are going to have a grid start. It's going to be number one Pops and Ollie on row number one. Row number two is going to be Stiggy and Gamer Dan. Behind them is Ninja and GT Army. Then we've got Jonesy and Zach Vroom, followed by Delox and Chicken Yoga. Then we've got Borky and Pork Pie. Wills Racing is 13th. Paul Emmers and Jack Kobe not in this one. We'll get this one underway. Can I just say that there will be some bumping and rubbing in here, but if you do completely obliterate somebody, please give the place back under the normal rules. But otherwise, just bear in mind that it could be a little bit bumpy, this one. We are on the dirt. People are going to be moving around. We'll get back into full-blown PSR rules in a minute, but you can still be courteous. You can still be respectful. You can still do the right thing. Outlaw number one Pops, Ollie on the front row. Stiggy and Gamer Dan tucked in behind. We are 5 lights and we are at Colorado. There was a bit of a jump start from somebody at the back there. I think that might have been Stiggy. No such drama for the guys up front as we go into the first corner. We really need the camera to zoom out because this is so tight. Everybody really locked in together. Number one Pops has managed to stay out front with Gamer Dan, who's come through into second. Ollie down to third at the moment. The car's in the air, the car's sideways. Gamer Dan practically going backwards through there. And Ollie says, I'm going to have some of that. And, well, Dan says, no, you're not, because he's kept it. And Ninja Racer is in the mix on this one too. They're all pretty close. Right old race here with 3 of them. They're side by side sliding through here. Number one Pops managing to stay out of trouble. He's going to want to try and make that half a second, that 0.8 of a second advantage that he had with that time. He's going to want to be able to replicate that and see if he can put a little bit of distance between himself and Gamer Dan. He is doing that. He's 1.3 seconds ahead of Dan while Dan is battling out with Ollie and Ninja. Dan now 0.8 ahead of Ollie, who's got Ninja with him. So that might give Gamer Dan a little bit of respite. Ninja and GT Army going really well. Ninja is in the Subaru and GT Army in the classic Peugeot 205. Very modern car against a You've got to call it a historical car now, one from the 80s and 90s. What a cracking little car this is. This little Peugeot 205. He gets past Ninja. Lovely little move there up the inside. Caught Ninja napping on that one. Can GT Army get close to Ollie? Ollie chasing down Gamer Dan. We got a battle here with Stiggy and Zach Vroom, I think. Or is it... whoa, it's hard to tell who's who. The times are ebbing and flowing at the moment. Ninja Racer getting into... getting onto terms, I should say, with GT Army now. They're side by side. A little bit of a nudge through there. And I think GT Army almost jumped across Ninja's bonnet there. The little Peugeot getting really light over that jump. Lots and lots of sideways action here. We're only on lap number 2 and it is as fast and furious as you like. More synchronized sliding. Number 1 pops now 3.8 seconds out front and his daddy's going to be absolutely cheering him on. Oh my word, number 1 pops is absolutely leaving the rest of the field standing. 4.3 is in his element. He's in that beautifully turned out Focus. Rest in peace, Dad, with 3 kisses on the front and the back. 71 is Dad's age, sporting that number on the side of his car. And he's absolutely monstering it. Look at him go. Let's just go on board with him for the moment. Look at this. The car control. I know I should be looking at some of the cars that are battling each other, but we'll just go on board with number 1 pops for the moment. Turning in good and early. God, I thought he was going to hit the tree there. He didn't. Lovely slide soaring away at the steering wheel there. That's throttle pedal planted. Barely touching the brake. Just throwing it around. It's not even touching the brake. Oh, there's a little bit of a brake there. Just a slightly. But most of this is just getting the car sideways and jumping it over the jumps beautifully. We'll go through this little tight section and then I'll have a look and see how things are further back. So nice big Scandi flick there. Oh, using all of the track and a little bit more. Beautiful precision driving here. This is just absolutely incredible to watch. We'll leave number 1 pops there for the moment, just sliding around this corner. So Dan is 6 seconds behind now, but he's got Ollie right on his back bumper. Ninja Racer 2 behind, but he's got GT Army with him. Not even on the back bumper, they're side by side. These 2 guys have had a battle all the way through here. It's been change and change. Stiggy running in 6th at the moment. He's got a bit of clear air with Zach Vroom behind. I think actually it was Zach that had the false start, not Stiggy earlier on. I apologise. I got my liveries a little bit muddled up, so I think it was Zach that got the jump start. And then Deluxe and Jonesy in a battle together, and Chicken Yoga just off the back of this one as well. But Jonesy and Deluxe again, more synchronised sliding between these 2. Only for 89th, but they're in a battle of their own. Neither one of these will want to give an inch to the other as they go side by side through there. Deluxe just gets the better drive off the corner from Jonesy. Jonesy right on the back, and he takes a little look up the inside. Oh, he's got through. What a slide that was to get through there, but no, I think Deluxe. Oh, Deluxe wants to come back. This is super tight here. We got Outlaw, Pork Pie, GT Tom a little bit further back. Borky's still running well with Wheels. They're having a ding-dong battle at the back there for 12th and 13th. Just watching these 2 guys at the moment. Last but not least, these guys still having an absolutely lovely battle of their own. Out front, number 1 pops by 8.3 seconds. Come on, boys, what are the rest of you doing? Number 1 pops is absolutely in a world of his own here. He's so far out front. Ollie's pushing it. Gamer Dan pushing it as well. Ollie in 2nd and Gamer Dan in 3rd. Dan is 1.6 behind Ollie at the moment. GT Army seems to have dropped Ninja for the moment. Ninja is 2.5 seconds back and falling into the clutches of Stiggy at the moment, who's pushing hard. I think Stiggy can see 5th place here, but Ninja's going to want to get back on terms with GT Army, I would think, in 4th. Wow, fantastic racing. Number 1 pop still out front. Ollie 2.2 ahead of Gamer Dan. So it's all settling down a little bit as we're on lap number 5 of 6. The lovely little battle here with Stiggy and Ninja now. Stiggy is right on the back of Ninja. The Subaru and the Ford both getting high. Ninja can see GT Army just ahead. Oh, has GT Army just binned it? He's bad up onto the wall there. I think that's going to cost him badly. Ninja has got alongside. Ninja's got through. GT Army with a rare mistake there. That's cost him really badly. Can Stiggy do anything to get involved with this one as well? He's just off the back. So it is Ninja, who is half a second ahead of GT Army, who's just under 1 second behind Stiggy, 1 second behind GT Army. Oh, these guys going really, really well. GT Army trying to get up the inside of Ninja. He's right with him. They're alongside. They're swapping paintwork again. GT Army, left side, the right side, then the last side. He's got to go around the outside here. He's got the inside for this one, but Ninja with a really nice corner. He's going to get a great exit out of there. Again, another pass on the corner. GT Army, lights blazing. These two just swapping places all of the time. Could be anybody's race between these two. This has been a race-long battle. Once again, GT Army gets alongside, but Ninja gets the power down. They're racing for 4th and 5th, and Stiggy's right off the back. If these two have a coming together, Stiggy's going to be in there. If they don't have a coming together, Gamer Dan could be in trouble here, because they are catching Dan very, very quickly. It's less than a second now between Gamer Dan, Ninja and GT Army. So this could quite easily turn into a 4-lap race. As I say that, GT Army just falls back a little bit. Number 1 Pops is so far out front, I didn't even see him coming across the line. I apologise for that. Ollie coming across in 2nd. It's going to be Gamer Dan that comes across in 3rd for the last of the podiums. Ninja does get across ahead of GT Army. Then we've got Stiggy. Zach Vroom is going to come across the line in 7th in just a moment. I think it's going to be 7th, just ahead of Jonesy. Jonesy pushing. He can't quite do it. He's going to come across in 8th. Deluxe in 9th. Chicken Yoga in 10th. And then we're going to get Pork Pie in 11th. Lovely slide. Don't go through the pits. Gathers it up. Lovely, lovely run across the line. And Borky running. He's going to be 12th with Wills. Just a little bit behind in 13th. So 12th and 13th for Borky and Wills. They're just working their way through the twinny bed at the moment. Borky just keeping it out of the logs. Sliding that back end left and right. We see Wills just in the background doing the same in the focus. So we've got Borky in the hind eye. Wills in the focus. Borky just coming across the line to take 12th. And then it will be... Oh, Wills bins it. Bins it into the last corner. And Borky just waiting on the line. They're going to come across together. It's going to be Wills and Borky for 12th and 13th. But GT Army, fair play number 1 in a class of your own out front. Really, really was absolutely incredible. Gamer Dan saying, well done, Glenn. Crazy. And wow, that was a masterclass out front by number 1 Pops. His dad must be looking down with the biggest Cheshire Cat grin on his face. Proud of his boy. Absolutely flying. But can number 1 Pops continue the momentum in the GR4s as we head off onto the tarmac? We're going to be going around Watkins Glen, the Big Willow. No, not Watkins Glen. We're going around Big Willow, not Watkins Glen. I was going to do that one, but I swapped it out for Big Willow. And Gamer Dan is pretty good around here. So let's see what happens on this one. The result there, number 1 Pops with a 120.676. Read that, my friends. So much quicker. The rest are in the 122s, fastest lap and the win, just in a class of his own. Ollie 11 seconds further back, 11.5 seconds further back in 2nd with a 122.097. Gamer Dan in 3rd with a 123.210. He managed to stay ahead of Ninja, who did get 4th ahead of GT Army. They were side by side, swapping places like crazy all the way through that one. Sticky just off the back, looking to pick up a mistake. None happened. He got 6th. Zach Vroom in 7th. Jonesy in 8th. Deluxe in 9th. Chicken Yoga in 10th. then Port Pie 11th, and Wills Racing and Borky running together at the back there. But your top three, number one Pops, Ollie and Gamer Dan, number one Pops, absolutely in a class of his own. We are off to Big Willow for the next one. We will do a practice qualifier race because I think we're okay for time. Let's get that one changed up. And we are now heading off into the GR4 cars for this one. GR4 cars for this one. Oh, wow. That was incredible. Fantastic race around Barcelona Rallycross. Some outstanding skills and a brilliant display of car handling that we saw in that race. And then much the same in the race around Colorado. And we're going to go for the qualifier at... I'm going to go for the qualifier at 10.2 for this one. I'm going to get straight into this. Because we are in the GR4s. They're a little bit slower and it's a longish track, this one. But fortune favours those that are brave around here. I was watching Rita racing in the GR4s or the 3s. I can't remember which. A while ago around here, because there was a corner that she was blindingly fast off of, the one where you come out the corner and then you're on the pit straight, and this one here, and she absolutely monstered it, making up loads of time. It isn't that one at all. I don't even know where they are. We're coming around the twisty bit, these two. I need to put the track map on, but yeah, absolutely monstered it. So if you are quick around here and you are brave, you can do quite well. So we've got 15 runners. We've got Gr.b's in the Supra, Ollie's in the 4C, Gamer Dan is in the Elantra, Wills Racing is also in the 4C, Dnotes in the Supra, Ninja's in the Supra, Borky in the TT Cup. Then we've got number one Pops is jumping around a little bit at the moment. He's in the Megane, Port Pie in the GTR, Stiggy's in the GTR. So a little bit of changing around at the moment. Gr.x, I can see, he's just jumped into the 4C. So the 4C looking quite popular around here, as is the Supra. And just the list of cars just moving around ever so slightly. Jonesy's gone for the Cayman. And I don't know what GT Army is going to go in. But yeah, we've got a bit of a mix of cars here. GT Army going in the 155. The Alpha 155 he's jumped into. And yeah, we'll see how we go. So let me just run through the runners and then we'll get going. We've got Gr.b, Ollie, Gamer Dan, Grenster, Wills Racing, Chicken Yoga, Dnotes. It's changing on me again. Ninja Racer, GT Army, Jonesy, Borky, number one Pops, Port Pie, Stiggy, Dnotes and Zach Vroom. Oh, they need to jump in quickly. I am going to get this one going. I almost chopped them off there. Let me just wait until Zach Vroom joins in and then we will be going. So just waiting for Zach to join. Come on, Zach. Lesby Avenue, my friend. Dnotes gone for the Cayman. Is Dnotes going to run this one? Yes, he is. Let's get going. Anybody wants to change now? It is too late. Jones is saying it's the only black GL4 that he's got. And, wow. Let's see how we go in this one. So let's get the spectator on. We will be into the qualifier for 5 minutes. Probably what an out and a flyer, I imagine, in this one. So they're probably going to need to nail this one fairly quickly. They might get a second one, possibly. Not quite sure. You're going to have to forgive me. I'm going to give my jaw a bit of a rest. I'm going to go a little bit quiet just for a few minutes while I drink my tea, which is cold, but never mind. Surprised to see so many 4Cs, actually. It'd be interesting to see how they go. I thought the Supra would have been one of the go-to cars for this one. Ooh. Down in the Elantra. Very weird. There's a lot of people running the Elantra when it first came out, and seeing less and less people using that at the moment. So it is nice to see a good old mix of cars. Gr.b joins us for the first one, first race of tonight. So we'll see how he is going. Ollie just in front of him in the 4C. Gr.b is he's gone for the Supra. I'm sorry for yawning. I did not get a lot of sleep last night, and I am absolutely dead beat. But I'm not going to lie, those two daily races I did earlier on did take it out of me a bit. But to get 2 poles and 2 wins was incredible. I could really feel like I could take the week off work and just do this daily race C all this week. But we've increased our DR by 1,768 over the last 24 hours. That's over 3 races, and we're sitting at 29,022 points at the moment. So I suspect that I'm going to start getting into being match made with some A rank races very, very, very soon, and things will not go my way quite as much. So we'll see how we go. I did have a horrendous incident in one of the races, the first one, all my fault. I decided to run the curbs into the first corner. The guy in front of me decided to go through the curbs, so rather than jumping across them, he decided to go through it. It was a lot slower, caught me out. Unfortunately, I caught the back of him, sent him round, put him into the barrier, and dropped into 4th place. And I did apologise afterwards. I felt really, really bad, but unfortunately, because I punted him off so badly and into the gravel, if I'd waited, it would have just killed both of our races. So a little bit naughty, but I carried on. As a lot of people do with me, they pump me off and carry on. So, you know, it is horses for courses. But there we go. So at the moment, we've got Gamer Dan out front with a 119.161. I did say that he did like this track. Wheels Racing with a 119.282, so just 0.121 of a second behind. Very, very close. And then Wheels has just jumped in there. Crikey. Wheels has gone 0.121 behind Gamer Dan, and Gr.x is now 0.045 behind Wheels. Ninja is 0.092 behind Gr.x, and number 1 Pops is 0.051 behind Ninja. So this is incredibly tight. I mean, I'm down to 6th place, and we're still only half a second between 1st and 6th. 0.7 between 7th and 1st. Are we going to get... I've got to go back down to 10th place to be 1 second behind the leader. We are only in the quali at the moment, but these guys are setting some incredible lap times. Zach, thank you for racing this evening, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. If you haven't already, please smack the like button on your way out, and good luck with your fundraising later this week with the college. And well, we'll probably see you tomorrow and Thursday, no doubt. But this is incredible. Still, it is Jonesy in 10th, is just 1 second off the pace at the moment. I can't believe we got 1 second covering the top 10. Wheels Racing has just taken the pole away from Gamer Dan by the smallest of margins, just 0.167, and Ollie is 0.046 further back, and then Gr.x is just 0.12 behind, Ninja 0.092 behind him, and then Outlaw number 1 Pops is 0.051 behind Ninja. There's a crazy margins between these guys. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. The top 9 are all within 1 second of each other. It's incredibly tight, this one. This is shaping up to be a humdinger of a race. It's one of those where I'm glad I'm commentating and not racing in this. I mean, the boys on track, are they seeing these times? How close they are? They are insane. I mean, you don't see that in professional racing, for goodness sake. I mean, this is like British touring car, the Deutsche touring cars, Formula One, Formula E style gaps. I'm just going to give the guys a moment just to settle and just take a breather for a moment, because look at the times down that screen there. A 1:18.994 from Wills for the fastest lap, down to Stiggy on the screen, a 1:20.8. That's the top 12. Just cannot believe it. You know, the top 9 are all within a second of each other. Absolutely incredible. Gamer Dan saying that's how we roll in PlayStation racer lobbies. You're not kidding. Oh my word. GT Army says, then there's me, half a second to the car in front. he's complaining about half a second to the car in front. I mean, I would love to be half a second to the car in front. Just incredible. Just incredible. Right, let's get this one underway then. Let's start this one. We got Wills Racing, Gamer Dan on the front row, Ollie and Grenster on row 2, Ninja and Outlaw on row 3, then Dr.x and Borky, Chicken Yoga and Jonesy behind, GT Army and Stiggy, and the rest behind. Gr.b will be coming through from the back. Let's just get this one underway and see what these guys can do. I need to put my tea down because I could get a little bit animated in this one. Could be brilliant. We got Port Pie in 13th and Gr.b 14th. So 14 runners in this one. We're going to want to get the replay options on for this because I am going to struggle to keep up with this. So we got Wills and Gamer Dan are going to be leading us away. Ollie and Grenster on row number 2. Ninja and number 1 Pops row number 3 with Dr.x and Borky behind. Good luck, everybody. We are 5 lights and we are racing at Big Willow. A range of cars here, but the smallest of margins in the qualifier. Can anybody break away in this one? Or are they just going to be nose to tail, wheel to wheel, wing to wing? We will see. At the moment, it is Wills that is leading Ollie by 0.3 of a second. Grenster 0.7 behind in 3rd at the moment, and Gamer Dan 4th. Number 1 Pops 5th. Ninja 6th, Dr.x 7th, and Chicken Yoga in 8th at the moment. Oh, Grenster going deep and putting a wheel into the gravel there just as he comes back across. I think he might have just caught Gamer Dan as he was just recovering. Oh, we've got Wills going around and binning it. Oh, he's going to come straight across in front of the traffic. I don't know whether he ghosted. If not, there's going to be carnage behind. I think that they did get through, but oh, Wills unfortunately dropping it in that corner. That's allowing Ollie to run away at the moment. He's 1.3 ahead. Behind it is Grenster, Gamer Dan, number 1, Ninja, Dr.x, Chicken Yoga. There's just nothing between these guys. Basically, we got 4. Grenster, Gamer Dan, number 1, and Ninja are the 4 that are tucked up together. But as I say that, Dr.x joins the back of that little pack as well. Grenster just trying to find a little bit of air between himself and Gamer Dan. He's got 0.4 of a second at the moment. But I think that all of that is going to change very, very soon. We've got somebody making a move. I think that's Ninja trying to get up the inside of number 1 Pops. He's now going to have to go around the outside. Number 1 Pops has got the advantage. Ninja Racer hanging it out around the outside. Number one Pops keeping it nice and tight. Number one Pops, or two wheels on the gravel there. They're side by side still. And Ninja Racer is going to get the advantage into this corner, and Dnotes is going to follow Ninja through. That could be number one Pops losing two if he's not careful, but he's got the inside now, which means Dnotes needs to tuck in behind. Ninja does get that move done, but I don't know quite how he managed to do that. It is Ollie out front at 1.4. Grenster 0.8 behind, and then Gamer Dan and Ninja Racer. Then everybody else together. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. You all right, Missy? Oh, where are we? Where are we? Ollie 1.4 out front. Grenster in second with Gamer Dan chasing hard. Ollie having it all his own way at the moment. Oh, Grenster off on the grass. That's an awful place to do it. He didn't go into the pitch, so he managed to hold that together. He's going to have really dirty tyres. Can Gamer Dan close up and do anything, or is Gamer Dan's... Sorry, is Grenster's tyres going to clean up? I think they've cleaned up for the corner. They have. So Grenster really pushing hard. He wants to get on the back of Ollie, but Ollie's still 1.4 ahead. Gamer Dan closing up. He's 0.8 behind now. Now 0.7. Grenster still dicing with the dirt there. You can see the dust being kicked up as he got the inside tyres. 1.4 to Ollie now. Ollie's still out front and racing well. Number one Pops in fifth at the moment. So number one Pops absolutely monstering it on the dirt earlier on, but we're on the tarmac now. We've got Ollie from Grenster, from Gamer Dan, from Ninja Racer. Then we've got number one Pops. Gr.b finds himself in sixth at the moment, ahead of Dnotes and Jonesy in eighth. The rest a little bit further behind. But it is Ollie 1.5 seconds out front. Grenster's now got himself a 1 second gap to Gamer Dan. And then just behind, we've got Ninja chasing him down hard. Gr.b's on the move. He's getting up the inside of number one Pops. Number one Pops will probably want to get on the back of Gr.b, but I tell you what, Gr.b's gone deep and he's in the gravel, and an unforced error. He managed to do the same as Grenster and he's kept it on the track, but somebody at the back hasn't. Somebody off really badly. That's Chicken Yoga deep into the gravel and just trying to get back on the track. That's going to cost him really, really badly. But out front it is Ollie and then Grenster. Ollie's now 2.2 ahead of Grenster. Ollie pulling away and making distance. Grenster 1 ahead of Gamer Dan at the moment, who has got Ninja Racer chasing him hard. Grenster still pushing all of the track limits. He's got two wheels in the gravel more often than not at the moment, but he's still keeping it going in the same direction. But now Grenster, as I say that, he bends it. Commentator's curse catches him out. Grenster with two wheels in the dirt once too often, stuck him off, and now he finds himself way down in fifth and dropping. He's got Gr.b behind him as well. Gamer Dan now finds himself in second. Ninja Racer in third, and Ninja Racer is only half a second behind Dan, so Dan has got no time to relax at the moment. The person that can relax at the minute is Ollie, 3.8 out front and absolutely monstering this one. Lap 4 of 6, Gamer Dan with a wheel in the dirt now. We've seen what can happen if the guys do put wheels in the dirt. It can hurt you badly. If the dirt, you get the tyre grips the side of the track and it can just suck you off. But both Gamer Dan and Ninja both putting wheels into the dirt there, and Gamer Dan having time to even flash the lights as he comes towards the camera there. Gamer Dan, don't watch the stream. Watch where you're going, mate, because you've got a fast charging Ninja behind you. He's 0.3 behind and he wants that second place. It's Ollie out front by 4.2. Ninja has got Gr.b 3.3 behind. Has Jack got enough to catch Gamer Dan again with two wheels in the gravel? You can see the dust being chucked up in the camera there as Gamer Dan is using all of the curb and more. Once again, more dust being kicked up by the leaders. Gr.b in clear air now. He's ahead of number one Pops. He's chasing down the leading pack. Has he got enough in the tank? Can he catch? We'll have to see, but at the moment it is Ninja Racer chasing down Gamer Dan. Ollie out front. And Gr.b, he's got number one Pops still with him. Number one Pops is 1.3. Number one Pops is not giving up, and Dnotes is right there as well. We've got a 3, even a 4 car battle here, because Jonesy's joined the party here too. Jonesy's just off the back of this one, but he's Gr.b just out front at the moment. But the other guys are going to have a lovely slipstream down the long straight into the tight left-hander. Gr.b going defensive. Number one Pops looking for a way around the outside. Can't quite get that done. But he's got a nice fast line through there. Gr.b having to go defensive through these corners. I don't think Gr.b has got enough to catch up with Ninja and Gamer Dan. But I'm just watching this little battle at the moment with these three. It's four of them actually. It's Gr.b, number one Pops, denotes and Jonesy off the back of this group. Absolutely flying. Any one of these and they're racing for fourth position. Out front it is Ollie by 5.6 seconds now. He's in a class of his own as he's going to come across to start the last few corners. But it is Gr.b. He's just ahead of number one Pops. Number one Pops with denotes right on his back bumper. Denotes gets a lovely exit off of that corner. Number one Pops on the inside. Can denotes go around the outside? This is going to be very, very brave. Denotes is going to have to be really careful that he doesn't go too wide. Number one Pops is going to have to keep the pressure on. He's got the inside line, but I think denotes somehow has managed to get around the outside. But no, number one Pops is coming back. Ollie has gone across the line to claim the first place. Gamer Dan is going to go second, Ninja third. But who is he going to be at the back here? It is Gr.b fourth, denotes in fifth, Outlaw number one Pops in sixth, Jonesy seventh, Wills in eighth, and the rest are just coming and across the line at the moment. Little battles all the way through. Borky, Pork Pie and Stiggy at the back there in their own battle as well. We didn't manage to see much of them because there was some absolutely blinding races going all the way through the pack, and wow, that was incredible there. Number one Pop saying the tyres went fast there, and GT Army saying I can't turn. Wow, Ninja Racer, my tyre was too cooked for the last lap. So it's looking like the tyres catching a few people out around there. But boy, oh boy, that was a cracking race as usual. The qualifier really did show that we were going to be in for a blinding race. And I think it was Ollie that ran away with it out front. So kudos for him for managing to break away and build that gap really, really nicely. Gr.b saying, anyone else having people lagging around? Oh, I hope it's not lagging. My lobbies don't normally lag. That's Ninja Racer saying, yay. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, we don't want it lagging. We don't want it lagging. Ollie was your winner, a 1:18.470, some 6 seconds ahead of Gamer Dan in second, who got a 1:18.9, and Ninja Racer in third, a 1:19.009. Gr.b fighting his way from the back, could only make fourth in that one. denotes in fifth, ahead of Outlaw number one Pops and Jonesy. Those four having a ding-dong battle at the end there. Wills Racing was up front, and then he spun. He recovered back to eighth. GT Army with tyre issues. That Alpha does chew them up. He got ninth. Chicken Yoga in 10th. Borky 11th. Pork Pie in 12th. Stiggy 13th. And Grenster last with that track, that little run through the gravel. He got a 1:18.332 and the fastest lap. But way off the pace, some 41 seconds back from Ollie, who was your winner. Gamer Dan second, and Ninja Racer in third. What a banger of a race that was. So what are we going to get in this last one? We're heading off to highway number 1, Grand Valley Highway. Lovely track, this one. There are some people in here that know this track very, very, very well. It's not one that we do overly often, so it will be interesting. We're still going to be in the GR4s, and we are... We'll see how we go. Oh, GT Army. Oh, yeah, he apologises for the livery. Oh, on a black day, he's gone for the brightest yellow possible. Oh, we are black liveries for a lot of people in this one. It's not mandatory, but we got a lot of black liveries in this one, purely because we are running this stream in dedication to number one Pops' dad, who sadly passed away last Thursday. Ben Thompson, born in April 1954, and unfortunately passed away at the age of 71, and his brother as well 9 days earlier. So the family going through a tough old time, and I just thought that we would run a dedication stream to those guys. Have we got time? I think we have got time actually to do a quali in this one. I'm going to change this to a qualifier as well, and we'll get the qualifier underway. Sorry for the dog coughing in the background there. But yes, just doing a little bit of a dedication. And you can see his dad is actually on the stream. That picture of the gentleman pointing that looks a little bit like Chubby Brown. Yes, no coincidence there. In the 1990s, if I get the year right, Ben was a Chubby Brown impersonator, and you can see him there performing at the moment. And I'm going to get this qualifier away at 1:15. Let me just let everybody know when we're going to be getting the qualifier, so everybody is ready and prepared. Let's just send that one. And yeah, he had an interesting life as well. In the 1970s, he got blown up with the White Tower bomb. The Tower of London had a bomb attack in the 70s, 1974 I think it was, and he got blown up there. There was one fatal injury there from a lady, so he was very, very, very lucky. And then in the armed forces, he conducted 2 tours in Ireland. So obviously a guy with a lot of stories, I would imagine, to tell, and I bet the family are swapping those stories and remembering and reminiscing at the moment. And I don't want to go there because we're going to be getting this one underway in just under a minute. And yeah, so this stream is just dedicated to Mr. Ben Thompson, father of number one Pops, and hopefully tonight we're just helping number one Pops to just get away of the trials and tribulations of life and just enjoy himself for a couple of hours. And thank you to everybody that has run black liveries and little tributes on them. Rest in peace Ben from Gamer Dan, and rest in peace with the heart from Borky, and 1 or 2 others that have run special liveries. Thank you very much for your respect. I hope that number one Pops is appreciating the support, and yeah, hopefully I've got all the story correct this time. Right, we've got Gr.b, Ollie, Gamer Dan, Grenster. We've got quali to do. Let's just get into the quali. Come on, Mitchell. Let's just get into the quali, get that one going. And number one Pop saying, thank you, Mitch, and all much respect and love to you all. My dad would love this. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Why do we always do these things when people have passed away, don't we? But it is what we do. It is what we do. It's just respectful, and quite a lot of us are sort of middle-aged guys. There's a few youngsters in here, Ollie, Ninja, and 1 or 2 others, but there's also quite a few people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and a lot of us going through health issues, and obviously bereavement is one of those things that comes to everybody, but for a few of us in our time of life, it's a little bit too frequent for our liking. And a double bereavement for number one Pops, his family, is never easy, and never nice. So hopefully we're enabling him just to celebrate his dad's life. And okay, none of us knew him, but it's nice just to be on track with him and racing with him, and hopefully we're just doing our little bit. Right, okay, so where are we? Let's put some replay options open. And we got Ollie is out front at the moment with Ninja Racer and GT Army, but they've got a flying lap to do. Are they on a flying lap, or are they? I think they're still on their out lap actually. These guys. How far around is Ollie? He's just coming across the bridge at the moment. He's in the Supra, and we got Ninja Racer in the Supra behind. Quite a few Supras. Gr.b, GT Army in the Supra. I think we've got to go back to Dong's joined us. Good evening, Don. He's in the Honda. And Will's racing in the Atenza at the moment. Very interesting to see the daily race today. The Atenza is the OP car, but not very many. Well, there's a few Atenzas today, earlier on this evening, but yesterday, not very many Atenzas in the race that I ran. So interesting to see a lot of people setting the fastest laps in the Atenza and then choosing other cars to race in the daily race B. I'm hoping to do a few daily race Bs after this one. So we could be bringing the lobby racing to a slightly earlier close than normal tonight. We'll see how the timing is going, because I think that the daily races will be at 10 past the hour. So we might, I don't know, we might even get a Nords in. We'll see how quickly these guys get through this one. At the moment, we are just waiting for these guys to circulate and see what sort of lap time we're chasing. We are a little over halfway through the qualifying period, so I think they will get this lap and possibly one more in. Loving all the hearts in the chat right now. Hearts from number 1 Pops, and 3 from Gamer Dan, 2 from Ollie, 3 from Borky. Jack Kobe saying, nice to hear about your dad, Pops. Do you know what? It's lovely. I often sort of let people choose the races on their birthday, although we haven't had any birthdays in a while, not that I'm aware of. I often get people to choose the races, and it's really nice when somebody lets me know that something's happened, like a bereavement, and then they just give me a little bit of, just 1 or 2 little facts about the individual and that they're proud of. It's lovely just to share those things and just to have a picture up on the screen there and then bring that individual to life in just a very, very, very small way. It's just something I've always wanted to do at PSR. I feel it's respectful. I feel it supports people, and I hope it's something that makes us a little bit different. And then, of course, you've got these guys out here. Ninja Racer is running in a pure black livery out of respect. We've got Jack Kobe in a primarily black livery. Wheels was in a black one earlier on. GT Army in a yellow. We'll leave that one alone. But who else have we got? We've got Dongs in a black livery. Gamer Dan, if I can pick up Gamer Dan, has been having, and Borky, they have had special liveries done on their cars. You can see Gr.b there. Rest in peace, Ben, with the heart and the angel wings this one. So he had a heart earlier on. The heart's got wings now. Pork Pie in the Outlaws, he's got a black livery. Number 1 Pops, Jonesy was a black one earlier on. Gamer Dan, here we go. So Gamer Dan again, he's had special liveries all night. Rest in peace, Ben. Angel 289 on the back. And he's had special liveries he put together for number 1 Pops earlier on. And then Pops did actually put a lump in my throat earlier on in one of his cars. He has got it again. He's got Rest in Peace Dad, and he's got the number 71 on his car. His dad was 71 when he died, and Rest in Peace Dad on his car as well. Absolutely loving that. RAP across the front, and then there you go, RIP Dad, with the 3 little crosses for kisses on the back. I don't know whether the X's translate, but here in the UK we put crosses as little kisses on letters and little things like that. But I'd be proud of you today, my friend. That Colorado race was just incredible. So it looks like we are pretty much done. Ollie's just going to come through to see if he can go any faster, but he's got the fastest lap at the moment, a 1:57.8, and then Grenster is 0.3 behind with a 1:58.1, 0.4 ahead of GT Army, who's 0.046 ahead of Wills, and then we got Chicken Yoga 0.016. So very close in the front to midfield on this one. Chicken Yoga is only 0.2 ahead of Dong, who's 0.2 ahead of Jonesy, who's 0.064 ahead of D-Lock. So right the way through the middle field, it is as tight as you like. Absolutely as tight as you like. As Gr.b says, this is my usual design, but he took the time to change it all to black. So if we find Gr.b, you'll see here that he's got the, normally it's like silver, grey and pink that Drak Fury's done for him on his liveries. And he's normally got a white, I think it's white or silver, as the main colour for the car. And out of respect, Gr.b's just quickly changed the base colour to black. Works very, very nicely. And thank you for respecting the unfortunate and sad occasion that we find ourselves in this evening. So it's going to be Grenster and Ollie that are going to lead us away. Grenster snatching pole there with a 157.398. Ollie in second with a 157.735. Also in the 157 is Chicken Yoga in third, and then we're GT Army in fourth with a 158. So we got Grenster Ollie on the front row, that followed by Chicken Yoga and GT Army on row 2. Row 3 will be Wills and Dong. Then behind them we've got Jonesy and D-Locks, followed by Ninja and Stiggy. Behind them will be Number One Pops and Borky. Then we've got Gamer Dan and Outlaw Pork Pie, GT Tom in 14th. And then Gr.b at the back. He's going to be looking to coming through from the back. We are in the sunset. The sun is going down on the stream as the sun is going down on a life. It's gone down on a life. But obviously we will be midway through the passing and funeral, and I'm just going to take a moment out of respect as we start this one. I'm just going to go silent just for a minute, and I'm going to ride on board with Number One Pops. Just going to come down through the tunnel to start lap number 2. Just riding on board with Number One Pops, and just taking a couple of minutes just to for him to reflect and remember his dad. And we just send our deepest condolences, best wishes, and I hope that you and the family get through the next few days and share some great memories, some great stories. And remember who I'm sure was a great guy to you guys. So is Grenster that is out front by 0.3 of a second. Chicken Yoga, our new racer, finding himself in second at the moment, with Willow racing in third. But I tell you what, there's nothing in it with these guys. I mean, Grenster is 0.7 out front, but behind there is nothing between Chicken Yoga, Wills, Ninja, Ollie, Gr.b, and I think number 1 Pops is just off the back of this one as well. And we've got a bit of a gap, 1.7 back to Jonesy, and Gamer down right on the back here. So we've got GT Army as well. We've got a right old ding dong battle that is forming here too, and D-Locks and Stiggy, Dong and Borky. So again, they might be at towards the back, but we've got a great little battle going on here as well. Borky with a half-second penalty at the moment, and GT Tom just off the back. Not seen too much of these guys. We spend a little bit of time with these ones, and just absolutely locked together some of these guys. Got Fried Pouch, thank you for subscribing, my friend. What a name, that's cool. I love that. I've probably completely mispronounced that, but I love that one. Yeah, got Fried, love it. Thank you ever so much for subscribing, my friend. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Not done an awful lot over the last couple of weeks, so definitely trying to recover the channel at the moment. Put a video out earlier on that was absolutely tanked. It's a video that I loved. It was more for me a memory of an absolutely cracking race that I'm having at the Nordschleife at the moment in the BMW M2. I can't get enough of it. It's putting a smile on my face every time I do it. But Grenster's the guy with a smile on his face at the moment. He's 2.8 seconds ahead of Chicken Yoga. And then we got 3 wide just here. Oh my word. Kobe, Wills and number 1 Pops. 3 wide through there, and Wills having to get right away across the dirt there to stay out of trouble. He's got dirty tyres. He's going around the outside. He's picked up a half-second penalty with that. Oh my word, this is super tight. Can't believe how close these guys are racing. It's insane how they can race this respectfully and this tight together. Absolutely incredible. This little group. We've got Chicken Yoga at the front, Ollie, Ninja Racer, Gr.b, number 1 Pops, Wills Racing. I think Jonesy's just off the back of this too. It's just incredible how close these guys are racing. Nobody's really getting away. I mean, Grenster's out front at the moment, but if you look at the track map, this is incredible. Gr.b just making a move up the inside of Ninja. He's going to be looking to get on the back of Ollie, but Ninja's fighting back. He's still got a bit of an overlap. He's going to try and go around the outside. Gr.b keeping it really tight and respectful. Ninja can't quite get it slowed down. Oh no, they're still side by side. Little bit of a rub through there. That's all good. Gr.b does come out in front. Ninja Racer did not give that one up lightly. Number 1 Pops now trying to do the same. He's got up alongside. No, tucks in behind. Number 1 Pops just pushing Ninja Racer through the tunnel at the moment. Maybe a little bit of bump draft and try and get on the back of Gr.b. Number 1 Pops just off the back of this little group at the moment. Both of these two have got the slipstream on Kobe. The time is dropping, but it's not going to be dropping enough. How dare they break? How late dare they break into the corner? If I can get my words out. Gr.b and Ninja Racer really late on the brakes there. Number 1 Pops also. And Wills Racing is now recovering. He's on the back of this one in 7th. It is Chicken Yoga that is 4 seconds behind Grenster at the moment, with Ollie right tight on his back bumper as they get out over the top of the bridge, looking out over the sea as the sun starts to go down. It's Chicken Yoga in 2nd, Ollie tucked in right tight behind. Chicken Yoga going a little bit of defensive there, trying to keep Ollie behind. Ollie looking for a way around the inside, can't make that work. Can he get the switcheroo through here? No, he can't. Not the switcheroo, the switchback. The switcheroo if he got overtaken, but he's tucked in behind. Oh, Ollie with a big old slide, the back end of that Supra getting really leery through there. Chicken Yoga looking really planted in the Genesis. No such shenanigans for him. But Gr.b right on the back of Ollie now. These two know each other well. Gr.b will be watching for an overtake opportunity. He's got a great run following Ollie through here. Will he go to the inside? Will Ollie cover it off? I think Ollie's got this one covered as we go into the tunnel. Round to the right-hand side. We've again got the left and the right. The light is fading as we come out of the tunnel. It is Chicken Yoga just ahead of Ollie, and then Gr.b making the move around the outside. Ollie with a half-second penalty. Gr.b gets that move done. Ollie just kissing the wall as we go through. There with some sparks flying. Ninja Racer just off the back of this one. He'll be looking to try and catch up with Ollie now. Ollie 0.8 ahead, but he's got that penalty. Ollie really needs to cling on to the back of Gr.b to minimise that penalty. He is within slipstream. Is it going to cost him? And he get to the first corner. And, oh, the penalty, actually. Where's the penalty served then? I thought it was obviously not there. It's over the bridge, isn't it? I've lost myself on this track. Not a track I know overly well. Gr.x, 4.5 seconds out front at the moment and going really well in the Honda. He's in a world of his own right now. But it's great being out front. It's a great feeling when you're going for points. But I'll tell you what, if you want a ding-dong, hard-fought battle, well, this is where you want to be. You want to be fighting for step 2 and 3 of the podium, because it's Chicken Yoga just ahead of Gr.b. Gr.b ahead of Ollie, who's got that penalty, and Ninja Racing just off the back of this one at the moment. He's fallen back ever so slightly, 1.1 off the back of this one. And number 1 Pops is, well, he's hunting down Ninja at the moment. He's 1.3 behind. Wills Racing is 2 further back, and then Gamer Dan is 1 second further back. And then we've got a lovely little battle with Gamer Dan, Jonesy and GT Army all together. Stiggy's involved with this one. He's 2.5 off the back a little bit. He's got D-Locks behind him with Dom. Let's just get up front at the moment. Is Gr.x, Gr.b sorry, Chicken Yoga in second, Gr.b in third, Ollie in fourth. Gr.b not managed to find his way through yet. Little battles going on all the way through the pack. Even the guys at the very, very back are in a battle of their own. Ollie still got that penalty to serve. Chicken Yoga's picked up a half-second penalty now. Well, I tell you what, Gr.b is going to be smiling, because he will make Chicken Yoga pay for that one. Chicken Yoga's going to need to make that penalty and then duck straight in behind Gr.b as quick as he can. Try and minimise the loss of time. We go up into the first corner. Gr.b will see that. We're on the final lap now. All Gr.b's got to do is to stay with Chicken Yoga. I think the Gr.x is too far ahead. He's 4.5 seconds down the road, is Gr.x, and absolutely running a perfect race. It gets darker, the lights are blazing. Gr.b's lights all the way over the back of Chicken Yoga's car. He's going left, he's going right, he's gone for the inside, he's gone for it. He's got the move done. The lights are the brake discs are glowing orange as they heat up, as the car requests as much of the braking power as the car can possibly give them. But Gr.b has got through. He's 4.5 seconds off of Gr.x on the final lap with half a lap to go. I don't think he's going to be able to close. We will see. He is flying. Chicken Yoga now has got Ollie 1.3 behind, 2.3, and then we've got Ninja with a half-second penalty. So number 1 Pops has also got a half-second penalty. That is going to neutralise that one. That was number 1 Pops' opportunity, I think, to close up. But Wills Racing 1.6 behind. Gamer down with a 1 second penalty. He's just behind. That's going to have a change, I think, there, because Gamer Dan's got a 1 second. Jonesy's got a half-second penalty, which means GT Army is potentially well placed to pick up at least 2 places, and he does that. He does pick up those 2 places. GT Army jumps up to 8th. It is going to be Gr.x that is going to come across the line to take the win. We'll just go on board with him. We haven't seen him throughout this race. He's so far out front, just under 4 seconds as he works his way through the tunnel for the last time in the Honda, the P1R Classic livery on his car. He's going to come across the line, 3.9 to take first place. Gr.b is going to get second ahead of Chicken Yoga, and he's got Ollie at both on the line. That was as close as like 0.022 between those two. Then we're going to have Ninja, Wills and number 1 Pops all coming across the line together. GT Army there, Jonesy and Gamer Dan. I told you there was some really close races going on behind, and you can see these guys all coming across the line together. And right at the very back, you've got Borky and Pork Pie coming across as well. So we're concentrating on a few of the races out front that was really tight, but there was tight personal battles going on all the way through that one. So, you know, in my lobby races, we've got all racers of all ranks and skills. So it's not always about winning. It's as in winning the race. Sometimes it is about winning your personal battle. And there was some great personal battles in that one. Number one, Pops, I messed up using Megan to slow on straights. Ooh, never mind. Ollie's saying close one, chicken yoga. It was close. Lots of little close battles all the way through there. Don't disappear, guys. We're going to be heading off to the Nords in a moment. We got time to do a Nord Schleifer race. I'm going to throw one more bonus one out. But before I do that, we'll do the result. Grenster was your winner with a 157.300. 3.9 ahead of Gr.b, charging through from the back. He managed to get up to second, a 156.987 and the fastest lap. Chicken Yoga in third with a 157.686. Then Ollie in fourth, Ninja Racer fifth. So close with number one, Pops just 0.1 of a second behind. And Will's Racing, well, 0.02 of a second behind number one, Pops. And GT Army just a little bit further back in eighth. Jonesy in ninth. Gamer Dan 10th. Dong in 11th. And then D-Locks and Steegy in a lovely little battle in 12th and 13th. Outlaw Pork Pie 14th and Borky in 15th. Grenster, Kobe and Chicken Yoga, you're 1, 2, 3. But I'll tell you what, some great battles. Number one, Pops, Ninja Racer and Wills. Those three guys in a mega battle. Ninja Racer winning the battle between those three. Number one, Pops second and Wills in third. Battles all of the way through. Right, let me go load settings. We'll pick up this one. We will change it to GR4s and let's get this one underway. We'll start this race pretty quickly. I'm gonna get this one underway. I don't want to qualify it. Let's get rid of the qualifier in just a moment. Telemetry Racing, thank you for popping in, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Edit settings. I want to change it to practice and race. Yeah, that's cool. We're good to go. So the race is going to start at 42, just to give people a couple of moments just to get themselves sorted out. And then we'll get racing. Yeah, telemetry. I haven't got the telemetry stuff up on there at the moment because my PC was struggling. But when I do get a new streaming PC, I will be getting the telemetry racing back on the stream. For those of you who are interested in the telemetry, I know there's telemetry now in the game, but there's some great telemetry from Telemetry Racing. Telemetry, chuck up your URL for people that might want to go and have a look and see what you do. Pork Pie says, I've been called worse, Borky. Did I say something? Or somebody else says something? Oh, don't know. Couple of minutes and we'll be getting this one underway. I might actually run this one as a warm-up to need to change the racing soft tires. I don't want to do that. I haven't even got them because this is a brand new car. Let's just grab some softs and we'll pop some soft tires on. Let's give this one a go. Oh. Number one, Pops is changing his car. He needs a bit more speed. Oh. So we just wait for number one, Pops, make sure he's in. He is. Dong's just changing car as well, I think. So in this one, we've got Gr.b's in the Supra, Ollie's in the F-Type. Gamer Dan's in the Cayman. Grenster's in the GTR. Wills is in the Atenza. Chicken Yoga in the G70. Deluxe is in the Supra. I'm in the G70. Ninja's in the Lancer Evolution. GT Army in the McLaren 650S. Dong's gone for the Cayman. Jones is in the G70. Number one Pops is in the Cayman. Pork Pie's in the Elantra. Stiggy in the Elantra also. So the couple of the outlaws in the Elantra. Wheels Racing just changing his car, I think, at the moment. So let's make sure that we don't bump him out. He's gone for the Atenza. And I think we've got everybody in. Let's see how we go. We've got 4 A pluses: Jack Kobe, Ollie, Gamer Dan and Grenster. Then we've got Wills, Chicken Yoga and Deluxe are A rank racers. I'm a B with Ninja, GT Army and Dong and Jonesy. Then we got number one Pops and Pork Pie, both C's, and Stiggy and E. And as I said, lots and lots of different skill sets in this one. And that's why we get different groups of battles, and people will know who they're racing against. Yeah, for me in this one, I'm probably going to be up against the guys at the back because I can be a bit of a nightmare around the Nords. But we'll see what happens. And the other thing is, I've made a monumental mistake because this is a brand new car that I do not have intermediate tyres for. Oh dear, that's a problem. Oh my goodness. Maybe it won't rain. Oh, crikey, massive hit. Thankfully it pummeled me through the middle there. Oh, I don't know how much somebody came in there like a battering ram. Dan and Ollie out front at the moment. Got Grenster and Deluxe behind. Grenster is alien around here. He's really quick. Whoa! Nearly dropped it through there. Eagerness, I'm watching Grenster behind. He can take me any time he wants. Of that I am sure. Gamer Dan and Ollie locked together in front at the moment. Get onto the Nords. Now we've got to be careful. Got so much grip compared to the little M2 that I've been running this week. A little bit dirty air there, I think they're just catching me out slightly. Ollie taking a look at Gamer Dan. Went over the top. Need to lift in the car earlier, but now we can just get a lovely little line through there. Bit of a slipstream for Dan here. It's helping me. I wouldn't wiggle that much, mate. You go off. Up on the brakes. studying Jacoby's replays again a lot, trying to get used to coming out of these corners in third gear rather than second. And carry a bit more speed through some of the corners. This one is a second. Just to take it easy. Burn as quick as we can. Why did I choose 2 laps with grain? I can't keep this up indefinitely. I just know it's going to go bad in a minute. Here it comes. Ollie just getting away from Dan a little bit at the moment here. Got a bit of a slipstream, but I'm not going to be able to help down. It's going to be too late, I think. I might get a little bit of a bump here. Got to be a bit careful through here. Hit this bit through here, this is my worst bit. Went all over the back of me, but half-second penalty too now. All those wheels off the road there. Shame I got that penalty. Huge shame. Oh. Just getting a move on down in slip. 1.5 seconds behind. We have got another lap to do. How brave do I feel through here? How brave. It's gone sunny. The weather seems to have peeled away. Too far back. These guys out front. A few seconds away at the moment. So where is they going to have a slip? I've not. Harley out front, Gr.x to second, Dan third. I am in the company of some really quick racers. I say I'm in the company. I'm a little bit off the back of these guys. Need to work just a little bit harder to close a little bit, if that's all possible. Giving it everything. Got it down to 1.3, but not quite enough. Ollie out front. All three of these guys super duper quick around here. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, I think. Across the gravel there. Didn't quite get it slowed down in time. It is. It's going to be a shame. Penalty doesn't get paid until right at the end of the race, so I can still, if I can, stay with these guys and have a ding-dong battle, even though I'm going to lose out down the long straight at the end. Just try to get onto terms with these two in front, making a few mistakes at the moment. 1.2 behind, not enough for the slip. Ollie out front, Gr.x just a little bit ahead of Dan. Still 1.2, I'm going to have to chinch at these corners here. Yeah, just getting a few thousandths quicker than me at the moment. Through there. As soon as we can. Still 1.3. Just not close enough. Missed it all through there. Just to try and close up slightly. Risked it a little bit too much. Still 1.3, I've still got that half-second penalty. Dan has closed up on Gr.x. Ollie still away out front at some margin. Nice in the barrier. Oh, it's going to drop me back even further. Gr.x looks like he might have had a wall bang. deep there. So getting Dan's got through. Granster's going to want that place back. Something I can do to catch. No. Granster on this fast bit, he's got a better, either got a slipstream or he's got a better exit or both. Now, we're down just a little bit further down the road. Harley, Dan and Granster, all really good racers around here. I actually feel like I'm doing okay. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. Come on, get round. 0.9. We've still got that penalty to serve. GT Army is behind 4.6. Granster on the back of Dan now. Ollie has gone. He's out front. Can't even see Ollie. Yeah, I'm risking everything on these curbs. Flying close. Not working though, getting on the grass there. Is all over the back of Dan. It's two so close together. This is the corner I hate. That one there. Always throw it off the track. Don't know when I'm going to learn how to do that one properly. Nice. 2 seconds now. Again, I've got that half-second penalty, so it's not going to make any difference, even if I was to catch them and get past them, which I'm not. Still wouldn't be able to maintain it. We'll see what we can do. Fourth will be outstanding for me if I can maintain that position. Oh, risking the curves again. You've got to give me 10 out of 10 for trying. 2 seconds ahead as we get towards the long straight where I'm going to pay the penalty. He kept it clean. 2.2 away. Do either of those two have a penalty? No, of course they don't. We are now, oh no, GT Army's 2.4, 2.2, 2.1 and closing fast behind. Gr.x has got Gr.b chasing him too. That half-second penalty could have absolutely killed me. This is going to be really horrible. As we get down to the bottom, I'm going to lose this 4th place. Oh no, that penalty. Hold 5th, Mitch. Oh, it's Gr.b. It's Gr.b. Please, come on. Oh my gosh. Wow, to get 4th against competition like that is incredible. Should have been closer. I needed to stay with Dan and Grenstar, but oh my gosh. It's just, you're buzzing at the end of that. Oh my word. It was incredible. Absolutely cracking. I'm probably going to miss my first daily race now. Oh dear, but never mind. It was worth it. I should have just done the 1 lap. Oh, 2 laps was a little bit too much. Oh, and the rain didn't come. Oh, if the rain had come, I was going to be snookered because I had no tyres. Oh, dear. Oh, thank you for the congratulations, guys. Really appreciate it. Grenstar, I was hoping it would rain a bit more than a few spots on the radar, missing the track. Oh. Jack Kobe says you've got a rather big back end. Oh, especially when you're behind, mate. It goes 6 foot wider. Number 1 Pop says, well done all. Oh, Number 1 Pops, my friend. Best wishes, condolences, and everything to you and your family. I hope that we've taken a little bit of the pain away for a couple of hours, and been great having you racing with us. And just hope that you can draw some support and some love from your family and share some great stories about your dad. Mr. Ben Thompson, 71, passed away on Thursday, and this stream is dedicated to that fine gentleman that is got his little picture up on the screen there. Talking about fine gentleman, Ollie, an 8:57.152 out front. Gamer Dan in second, Grenster in third. I managed to get a fourth. Jack Kobe with the fastest lap, an 8:55.854 in fifth. He was chasing me down. I think he could probably have got me, but I could see those guys chasing me down that long straight. GT Army right tucked up behind Jack Kobe, just 0.1 of a second behind, and then Stiggy 7th, Wheels Racing at 8th, Jonesy 9th, D-Locks 10th, Chicken Yoga 11th, Outlaw Pork Pie in 12th, Ninja Racer in 13th, Number 1 Pops in 14th, and Dong in 15th. Your top 3, Ollie, Gamer Dan and Grenster, and I can't quite bring myself to say my name because I didn't get on the top steps. Oh, but what a race. Thank you ever so much, everybody. I'm going to bring it to an end now. Thank you ever so much for racing with me this evening. Thank you so much for all of the respect and the love and the best wishes and support for Number 1 Pops. As I said, condolences, best wishes, all those things coming your way. And thank you to everybody that has raced this evening. Right. I am going to take a very, very, very short break just to stretch my back a little bit and get a drink. And then I am going to try and get a daily race or 2 in. So I will be back with you in just a few short minutes. Don't go away. Right. Okay, I'm going to do the one thing I say I should never do. I'm going to try and get into this one. We've got 3 minutes. And we'll see what we can do. Obviously, I'm going to go a little bit quiet when I'm doing these races. And yeah, if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. We will have to wait and see. All right, let's Chicken Yoga just saying thank you all for some great racing. You're welcome. And condolences and love hearts and goodness knows what going out to number one at the moment. Loving seeing that. So let's get out there and just see what we can do. Big thank you to Gr.b, who gave me a lap earlier on that I was chasing earlier, and been watching and trying to get into the habit of getting the car rotated more and then getting onto third gear quicker. Don't always do it, but it's something I've got to work towards. I've managed to get myself down to a 147.779 and struggling to get back into the 147s at the moment. Whoa, big old slide through there. Got that all wrong. Whoa. So one of the things I've got to watch with this corner that's coming up is some people cut the corner and some people go through the corner. And if you cut the corner, then it is quicker. But if you've got somebody in front of you that is not cutting the corner, then you're in trouble if you're behind, because you will be on them and into the back of them like I was earlier on. Through here, Jack goes across that curb, down into second for some rotation, up into third. A little bit late and I missed the apex there. You can cut the inside of that more. Down the bottom here. Down with the brakes there. In fourth, getting it turned in on the power. Just hold fourth through here. Up to fifth. Push, push, push. Midway between 150 and 100 board. Down to second for some rotation, and then third and on the power. And then we have the dreaded chicane of death, fourth. Just as we get to this bit of curb over here, up to fifth, keep it rotated, through there. Believe you can get through. I could do it in practice, I hit it all the time in the race. And just keep pushing for this line. The beginning of this bit of curb, or just before on the brakes. Down at the second for rotation, third and through. We have an idea of what we need to be doing. We just need to nail it. That is the point. Okay, we're against B's still at the moment, so we're not pushing any A's at the moment. Don't know too many of the people in this one. We'll see how things go. We got an Alpha 155, which is going to be quick off the line in second, and then we've got an attention. Geez, we could get mugged on the line here. This could be quite a tough one into the first corner, I think. So we're just going to have to go a little bit careful. Just going to have to go a bit careful. I'm going to hope that Ben on the screen there is going to give me some luck tonight. We'll see how we go. Sort of hoping that we might have got a few A's in this one, but there we go. We're at 29,022 points at the moment. Thank you, Ollie. Let's see how we go. Won't be looking at the chat very much in this one. And during the race, I'm smacking the wall every single time during the race. Practice I can get through without any problems. In the race, it all just goes to pot. Or there's a Citroen in fifth too, another G70 in fourth. So yeah, this is going to be, I think this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough race. If we can just get through the first few corners, and if the guys behind can get into a bit of a tussle, that might work. But then again, I could get mullered into the first corner or two, and then I could be getting into a tussle with people. So anything could happen here. Absolutely anything could happen. Already that Alpha's got a great run. Just got a little bit defensive into this corner. Awful corner from me. Awful couple of corners. We've really got to get settled down and get these tyres into the window and push on. Stay out of the wall, thank you. That's one done. Too deep, too deep, too deep. Oh, way too deep. I'm giving loads of time away there. Everything behind is catching. Risking everything through there. Was very, very risky through the chicane of death there. Ugh. That's horrible. Got that all wrong. Very, very, very wrong. Not as wrong as the car behind, though. Right, we've got to rebuild now. Come on. Blow through there. Be cautious. Car sliding a little bit more than I'd like. Oh. 4 times through there without crashing. Thank goodness for that. Now we've got to keep pushing. 3.3 to the car behind. It's not a lot of a gap, but it's better than nothing. Let's keep pushing. 148.7. That's a nice lap. A bit too deep. Small lift through there, but we've got a little bit of time to play with. Manage the distance now to the car behind. .7. Take it easy through the chicane of death this time. No need to risk the wall. We have got the luxury of time on our hands here. This is our race to lose. Wow. Last corner. That should be 4 of 4. Wow. Yes. Whoa. Woo, 4 of 4. I mean, podium to podium. So podium to flag. So easy when you can get out front and you can just race. I made a couple of mistakes there and I thought I was going to be in trouble, but then the car that was chasing me put it off into the gravel, and at the end of the day that gave me a bit of a respite, but that Audi TT was quick behind. Ooh. I tell you what, all of this racing with Jack, Dan, Ollie, Wills, you know, these guys that are at the front, these A and A pluses that I race within my lobbies, they are building my confidence. By watching them and learning from them, it's just building my confidence more and more and more and more and more at the moment. The bubble will burst. It won't stay like that forever. The bubble will burst. But let's just do a quick refresh on the stats and just see where we are and what we've got going on here. I would if I could. What's happened here? It's all gone a bit wibbly wobbly. Mitchell Morgan, look me up. Thank you very much. That's what we want you to do. Just make that window a little bit bigger. Oh, that was not very good. 29,524. Oh, yeah, so we got 500 points, haven't we, off of that? So I need to do another race win. I need another race win to try and get back to A. Well, it's 2,270 additional points in the last 24 hours. Right, one of the things I am going to do, I've got time. Oh, I am cream crackered. Let's treat this car to a bit more engine. I know the oil is excellent, but I'm just going to do a quick oil change on this one. And, we'll do one more race and see how things go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Next one's at 5:30, so 6 minutes. Not running my usual lobby. I've got a brand new car for this one in my little livery that I did for Ben. And let's just get out there and see what we can do. So I was struggling to get into the 147s, and certainly Jack's lap has helped me to get a little bit lower. It'd be nice to get a little bit closer to Jack. I can't remember what his time is, didn't look. It's a low 147, because I am in danger of not getting the podium, the pole, for a lot longer. Oh, Jack, I'm chasing you, my friend. Oh, that's one of the reasons why I don't jump that curb like Jack does. He gets it through there straight. I don't quite rotate the car enough, and I tend to then get into the bouncies. I've only got 3 minutes, so I'm not going to try and change too much at the moment. Cut the curb more. I'm finally cutting it too much because I get penalties. All too deep into there. So you can see how Jack cuts the curb. He almost puts the left hand wheel on the inside there, and then you straddle the insidey bit. So you're almost aiming to get the left hand wheels on the curb. The things I've learned to do is to not watch the ghost car through here. Oh, but to look at the wheel. Wheel clobbered that one. That was going to be a good lap too. Yeah, not to look at the ghost car through the chicane of death. As I said that, I looked at the ghost car. Ah. That jacket will come. I'm just a little bit tired at the moment, if I'm honest. Yeah, let's just take a little bit of a break just for a moment, just to relax. Oh, I need to do that off stream as well. Trying to do timing like that on stream I find very, very difficult. Because normally I wouldn't be talking, I'd have been concentrating through there and I'd have been looking at the curbs and not following Jack. And as I said, don't look at the walls, look at Jack. No, don't look at Jack, look at the walls on the way through. I looked at Jack and that's why I crashed. Just through that bit, you've got to find your own way through there and then get on to Jack and follow. But we'll get there. Yeah, Jack, I'm down to 0.7 with your help, I think. I think you've helped me to find a good few tenths of a second. Right, so we've done 4 of these races this week. We have polled and won every single one of them so far. So I'm not going to be defeatist. I'm going to be positive, but this one will probably go wrong. But no, I'm not going to make it go wrong. I really, really want to work hard. I'm really going to concentrate and see what we can do and see if we can get another win under our belt. But are we going to be put in with some A-rank races in this one? I really, really, really don't know. So yeah, Jack Kobe, a 146 he's posted now. So quick. So quick. And I do need to practice cutting that. Oh, we're all bees again. I do need to work on cutting the corner that Jack spoke about. Not quite got the confidence in a race to do that yet. Where are the A's? I thought he would have had me in an A rank. Maybe. I'm not. When do we go up to A? Maybe it's not at 30,000. Maybe it's higher than that. How many points do I need for an A, guys? I'm not sure. I thought it was 30, but normally Gran Turismo is putting you into A rank lobbies to test you. And I'm not getting any of those at the moment, so maybe it just knows I'm not ready for A yet. But we'll keep pushing. I'm going to try and do some more of these in the daytime tomorrow. I've got some deliveries coming, which is my only concern, and I don't want a delivery to come and I have to bail out of a race and I lose a lot of DR for DNFing. So that might or might not be something that I can do, and we'll have to see. Oh, Ollie says maybe 40k. Oh, that means I'm a million miles away if I need 40k. Oh God, that's made my day, Ollie. Not. Right, let's just get down to this. Let's go on with this one and just see what we can do. Oh, is there? I'm not quite sure what that was there. A couple of attentions behind. And we'll just see how we go. Hate being in pole in the first corner. It's hard to know when to brake. Seems to be a little bit later than normal. It's 30k for an A. Okay, so I'm close. Oh, no, don't. You know what I mean? In a race, I panic on that corner. I need the confidence to cut it and know what I'm doing. Come on, Tyres, get up to temp. 50k for an A plus. Oh my word. No wonder it's a long time going from A to an A plus. No wonder you guys are always getting a bit, oh, I can't get an A plus, can't get an A plus. No wonder. It's amazing those of you who have got it. Be brave, be brave, be brave. Get out the wall. Stay out the wall, stay out the wall, stay out the wall. Come on. Oh, you're 1.4 ahead at the moment. Need those two guys behind to be fighting at the moment. Claude has jumped the other guy. Right. Let's not look at the chat, let's concentrate. My heart is beating so fast. Lift a bit there. Whoa, crikey. That was close. Thought I was in the wall there. Really thought I was in the wall there. Massive thank you to Gr.b for his replay. 150,000 for S. Oh my word, that's huge. Gr.b's like 85,000, I think, when we looked last night. So even he's got a mile to go, a long way to go. Slide there. It's going to cost me. Don't want to hear those tyres squealing. As you can see, losing time for the guy behind with the tyres squealing there. Good to go. purple. .5 seconds to the guy behind at the moment. The guy behind is in clean air, I think, as well. So not in a battle. A little bit of a lip through there just to be safe. I can afford a tenth or two just to make sure we get through without any issues. Right, one to go. 3.7 gap to the guy behind. Lap time's looking nice. Just being cautious on the curves. Well, there's no need for me to be silly. I've got enough time just to bring this home. It'd be great to set another purple, but I don't need to do that. I need the points. I need the win. .6. Gently through the chicane there. Fourth gear, slow through there, so I'm going to give time away, but I really don't care. On the brakes, getting it slowed down. This is going to be 5 off 5. Wow, I've never done 5 race wins in a row. That's a first for me. 5 out of 5. And we're across the line. Whoa! Oh my word. Get out front, get the rhythm, just get the flow. And a lot of this, I tell you, for those of you that are wondering, a lot of this is while I've been ill, I've been watching and watching and watching the PSR guys racing, their replays, and I'm learning so much and trying to put so much of that into practice. And then when I'm racing with them, having the confidence to be running with, like it was earlier on, where I had Jack behind me and Grenster, and we had I think it was Ollie and Dan and Wills out front. I mean, these are really quick guys, and whilst I can't actually stay with them all of the time, to just be able to race with them, it's just building confidence massively. Just the best thing with PSR racing, because they're respectful, it really enables you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I can't thank all of the guys enough that race with me that's enabled me to do that. And we've got a pole position, fastest lap and clean race. I never get 3 stars in a daily race. Oh my word, I would love to do another one, but I'm not. I am tired, and I know if I do another one, then I am going to cause myself big trouble. It really will be a nightmare. One of the things I will do, I'm just going to refresh the GT Stats Live and just see where we are at. And oh my gosh, that is painful. That is painful. I mean, this is seriously painful. There are no pixels. It's right at the top. Do you want to know what my score? Do you want to know what my DR is at the moment? Give me a double thumbs up in the chat if you want to know what my DR is right now. If you want to know what my DR is, give me a double thumbs up. I'm still a B. I'm crying inside right now. I am crying inside right now. At this precise moment, I am crying inside. If there'd been one A rank racer in there, it would have done it. Dan says 39,900, 29,900. I wish it was 30. These guys have gone 39,998. I am at 29,974. I am 26 points off of an A. 26 points. Would love to do another one, but I know I'm not going to, because my back's hurting a bit. My head, I can feel the pressure in my head building, and it would be stupid for me to try another one right now. I've got to think about the recovery that I'm going through, the medical recovery, and I just cannot do it. Oh, you only need a top 8, says Trigger. Exactly. But I tell you, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully during the day. If not, I'll be back tomorrow to try a game. Whether it will be at 8 o'clock or whether it will be at 11 o'clock, I don't know. It'll probably be at 11 o'clock after the lobby racing. If I can get any done during the day, depending when these deliveries rock up, I will give that a go. Wow. That is me done. Thank you ever so much to everybody that has raced with me tonight, that has watched the stream, that has liked, that has subscribed. Thank you so much. I love your support. And thank you to everybody that ran black liveries tonight and ran in respect of number one Pops' dad, and just made it hopefully a very special night for number one Pops. We'll be back tomorrow with some randomized lobby racing. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll let you know in the morning. But for now, I need to sleep. I will bid you a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, whatever you're doing. Have a great one. And I'll see you again very, very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.